What?
Totally forgot. I totally forgot to put this on the Instagram. Totally forgot. Actually, I can still do it.
Let's do it.
Uh, what's going on, everybody? We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another week, like we never left. Appreciate you guys all for being here. I totally forgot. This is very unprofessional, but I totally forgot to add us to the Instagram. So I'm going to do that now. My bad.
Hold it down for us while you do that, partner.
Yeah,
Don't mind.
Forgive me. I totally forgot, but I'm able to still do it right now. So I'm going to go live on Instagram. But I want to say thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. And so let me just add us to the Instagram really, really quick. I cite so unprofessional, but hey, like I said, appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you're not subscribed already, comment below what you guys think about tonight's topics. We got some great topics. If you see the thumbnail it says man or bear, we're gonna be talking about the video of women being asked, would they rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? We're gonna be talking
I've been hearing about this everywhere. You know me, I am Mr. Under a Rock on purpose. Like, I try to avoid all the popular culture and media, but I can't escape this man versus bear. So I'm excited to hear what this is all about from you guys because I know nothing of it.
Yeah, it's actually really, really interesting. All right, give me 1 sec to do this. And I'm going to save the changes.
Melody's up there. She said, for once I was here early, then left and waited. Melody, we're always late, so glad you're supporting us through it.
All right, cool. So now we are live on Instagram and we are live on YouTube. Let's start the show.
Viewer discretion advised.
Bad vibrations?
Not suitable for work.
Son of a bitch.
Warning, if you are highly sensitive, overly emotional, or easily triggered, do us all a favor and quietly tune out. No need ruining the good time of others simply because you are a beta or a bitch. Age of Men podcast with your co-host in crime, Nick and Julius. Initiate launch sequence.
All right, let's jump right into it. Since we kind of gave a little intro earlier, let's just jump right into it. So, once again, appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button and make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not subscribed already. And make sure you guys are following us on all other social media platforms. The links are down below. If you guys want to support the channel, the links are also down below. Any questions you guys have, or if you want to be a guest on the show to talk about topics between men and women, whatever the case may be, you can always email us. The link is down below. So we're going to jump right into it. And shout out to everybody on Instagram who's watching as well. Thank you all for watching on Instagram. Make sure you guys like this video and you guys share this out and comment what you guys think about tonight's topics. So first topic we're going to talk about is man versus bear. This was a viral video that actually went viral like almost a week or two, no, about a week ago, maybe a week or two ago. Basically, there were women who were asking, there was a man who was asking women, who would you rather be stuck in the woods with, bear or a man? So let me actually find.
That's it.
Yeah. They were asked, who would you rather be stuck? Who would you rather be stuck in the woods with, a man or a bear? Now, I'm going
What? That's it?
to I'm going to reveal what the answer was. Give me 1
I
second.
can already imagine, bro. I can't believe that's it. And it's a thing. Wow.
Yeah,
What is
and
that?
then get this. There was actually a oops, sorry. Wait, hold
Well,
on.
let me guess.
Uh,
The bear is much less dangerous in general than the man most women are going to say. They'll pick a
Yeah.
bear.
There was actually a whole debate on TikTok about this. I actually shared it in Discord, and but I guess nobody seemed to catch it. But I was listening to the debate, and I was like, "Oh my god, these people are insane." Um, all right, I'm trying to find the original video of where it was asked.
See, it's stuff like this that, like, if women, which I'm assuming they're gonna not disappoint me and generally say that the bear is less dangerous, so we'll go with them. This just it's great because it gives me like full on permission to go savage mode. That's harder than I ever have. But oh, you think a bear's less dangerous than me? All right, I'll be as dangerous as I want to be. Then
Yeah,
I'm already
it's
that guy in
it's
your guys' eyes. So be it.
it's truly insane. I think this might be the video here.
Why would I be a stand-up gentleman like I've been my whole life if I'm still going to be perceived as a freaking danger that's worse than a bear?
All right, I believe this is the video here. This might have been done in the UK, but here's that video here. It comes
Or
from
in Los
Screenshot
Angeles.
HQ. It says the question of being
It's done in
stuck
the
in the
80s. Look
forest.
at that chick.
It says the question of being stuck in the forest with the man or bear is circulating on TikTok right now and sparking some interesting conversations. We know what our answer would be, and then here's that video here. Oh, hold on. Well, with the volume.
Just look straight out the
Oh.
80s, bro. I didn't think they had cell phones back then.
Heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So
Hold on,
maybe a
hold
bear.
Probably
Come
on,
depends
hold
what
up.
man, but probably a bear.
What
Fuck
the
you,
heck?
stupid.
Hold on. Okay, I'm playing this over. Here we go.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is
Fuck
scary.
you, stupid.
With a bear.
Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Oh, but men always do? Bitch.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Bitch.
100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say,
Bitch.
but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
Gross bitch.
Bear.
I would say a man.
All
Would
right.
you rather be stuck in a forest with
All right.
Got one at the end. Finally got a sensible woman at the end.
So with that being said, Megan, I want to ask you the question. Since you are a woman, I assume you're a woman, right?
No, identify as a man.
That makes
I want to
sense.
ask you
over
that
me.
question. Who would you rather be stuck in the forest with, a man or a bear?
Look at
What man
that.
are we talking about?
So okay,
Just
hold
in
on.
general.
Yeah, hang on. Before we do this, don't play the whole define this, define that. Just directly, I'm asking you:
Man.
would you rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear? Doesn't matter what man it is. Doesn't matter what bear it is. It's a man. It is a
Said the man
biological man.
reluctantly because she knows we would grill the hell out of her otherwise. She's
Yeah, no.
smart.
So I'm curious to know what your answer would be. Would you rather be stuck in the forest with a bear or a man? You gotta choose
Said a
one.
man, but
or
we
the
know
other.
your answer is a bear because you think men are generally dangerous.
Well, it's interesting because I do live near the Ocala National Forest, and we have had bears in my neighborhood before.
Okay, and what does that say to you?
Between a bear and a man, only one of those things have tried to break into my residence.
The bear didn't.
No.
So who would you rather be stuck in? Just listen. Who would you rather be stuck? I'm just.
Keep in mind, I have my own reasons for this.
Well, okay, hold on. Let's
The
make this
bear.
clear. See, hold on. Yeah, real quick. Let's make this clear. This is one thing that I actually can't stand about women. You guys take the most simple question and you gotta like make it so complicated, right? Here's the thing I'm asking you: absent
Next
extremities. Hold on. Absent extremes. We're not counting nothing extreme. No essay. No nothing. I'm asking you simply: if you were stuck, if you woke up in the forest and you saw that there was two options, right? Would you rather be stuck with a man or with a bear? Who would you rather be stuck with?
Be honest.
Honesty.
Be honest.
Do I get to explain my answer?
Yeah, but you have to just say
Just
one
tell
or the
us your
other
answer first, and then we'll dive into it.
You can explain it after, but one or the other. You got to pick one.
For my own circumstances, bear.
Okay. I
why
figured
would you? Yeah, why would you choose the bear?
And
Megan, can I try to be you? Can I try to do your reasoning for a second? Tell me if I'm on.
No.
Because I've had bears around before, and they didn't break into my house like I've had some men do. And men can be very violent and dangerous. And I think I could, convince a bear to just walk the other way or not bother me, or it wouldn't hurt me. But a man probably will hurt me.
That's like 35% of the way.
Keep going then.
Another reason is because, like, I do know force etiquette. Like, if you don't provoke them or attack them, you just have a calm manner, they're not going to attack you.
That's what I said.
Another reason is, and keep in mind, because I am applying for my concealed carry permit, so let's go. If I fight back against a bear and the bear goes down, I don't have to worry about, a whole investigation. It's like, oh, people can definitely see, like, if I defended myself, it was in self-defense. But if it was, a man, another human being, I would have to go through a whole investigation, giving statements, saying like why I did it. Basically, there would be an argument against, self-defense being the
You really thought this through, woman.
I mean, I live in Florida.
You sound a little sadistic with that answer. You know that?
I guess because, like, if you were to, fight back against a bear and, kill a bear, I mean, all you have to do is just pew, pew. And, the bear goes down. I mean, I wouldn't have to worry about, being arrested.
I get charges. Yeah, the manslaughter. Megan, did you ever consider that one of the men that you could find yourself with in the force could actually be a benefit to you? Could be somebody that helps you get out of there or thrive?
Or Ted Bundy.
Think about that part?
Or Ted Bundy.
Okay.
Right, but the Ted Bundy worry makes you never even consider that the guy could be a good asset, right?
Or a terrible one.
See? She can't even hear my question now. She was... That's what
at least like most all bears are the same.
Okay, but I have a hypothetical to throw out real quick. Let's say, so again, I'm gonna ask you the question again. You gave us your answer, but you had a little detail with it. So let me ask you this: you have no weapons, nothing on you whatsoever, just you, your body, no weapons, no knives, no nothing, just you, your body. Nothing. There's not even like big sticks around to fight off the bear. It's just you. Would you rather be stuck with a bear or a man?
Again, I've been in the force before. I would go with the bear.
Okay, since that's your final answer, let me now ask you this. What if it's a man you're attracted to?
No.
What's your dad?
No. Well, I don't want to make it too. I get where you're going.
You're gonna pick her dad, dude.
Julius is asking the question.
Well, yeah. Well, hold on, Nick. I will get to that. That is a good question. So okay, Megan.
Oh gosh.
What if this guy is, and mind you, there's a point why I have a point to this, but let me say this real quick. What if the guy is attractive? He's not a harmful person. He's actually a man of God. He's not a harmful person whatsoever. Does not have a hate bone in his body. He's a man of God.
You're going to the extremes.
Well, no. Actually, it's very simple. It's actually not that extreme. It's actually very simple.
Like a man, like a complete stranger.
No,
the main premise of the original question.
Well, no, the extreme will be, he's ripped, he's this, and I'm just saying he's just a simple man who just happens to love God. It's that simple. So would you choose the man or would you choose the bear?
Do you know who else on the surface was presumably attractive and a
Well, hang on, just answer the question. Just answer the question. I don't want to get into the side stuff. Just answer the question. If he's a good man, he's a man of God, would you choose him or would you choose the bear?
The bear
to be stuck in the forest with.
The bear, because you know who else was a quote unquote attractive quote unquote man of God?
Ted Bundy, right?
Ted Bundy.
So okay.
And the reason I know about this is because one of his attacks was at my university, at one of the sorority houses.
The reason you know it is because girls are all brainwashed by these Netflix documentaries and whatnot. They got you all thinking that we're all bad.
Well, that attack specifically is the attack that got him caught.
No, but hold on. But Nick brings up a great point. This is the problem I have with this question is that all you women, and not all, but most of
Are
you
you
women, most of you women look at men like we are hurtful people when it hurts you guys.
Dangerous.
Like you think we're scary. As a matter of fact, I will argue this is the reason why if you hear people say men are superior to women, because you guys make us that superior that we're scary to you. It's just like black people to white people. You see them a certain way, therefore they are it's white supremacy because you see them as the higher race than you, as them, the same way women see men as the hierarchy. So you're saying that we're that strong and this and that to where it's scary to be in the woods with us, but yeah, you think a bear is going to be cute and cuddly. Let me give you an extreme for this one. What if that bear just wants to rip you apart? Don't you just tear you apart? There's no way
But
of
you
taking it
still
down.
think
You
you
have
can get
no
through it
way
somehow.
of taking it down. He's going to tear you from limb to limb. Who would you rather be stuck in the woods with, the man or the bear?
The bear.
I knew it, dude. So, Julius, you just brought up a brilliant thing about this whole thing. You ladies, by answering that the men are a danger, are literally proving that we're superior to you.
I just think it's more sinister.
If we're that dangerous and you're that worried about us, you guys are inferior to us.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
That's what that proves.
I think it's
That
more
is-
sinister.
Nope, that's a fact. I
And the
agree
reason
with
why
Nick
most
100%.
women like assume the reason why you were saying like what was it that you were saying like most women think like you were like mostly bad.
Men are a danger, yeah.
I think it's because it's for women it's safer to assume that everyone's bad versus assuming everyone's good.
What happened to strong and independent? I thought you guys were strong. I'm a strong woman. What happened with that? You guys
I
are
mean,
so strong and
there's guys
you
who
guys
are
are so strong. You guys are so strong and independent, but yet men are so scary. You guys are so strong and independent. You guys want to do what men do, but for some reason you want to be with us in the forest because we're scary. You're basically saying I'm inferior to a man. Therefore, I think men are superior than women because you guys are making us superior.
I think it depends on like who has more of like a sinister nature.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
you
bro,
guys see us as superior.
You guys are also inferior in this question, revealing that in the sense that you're never even considering what if one of these guys is one of the super innovative guys that could take care of me and make the situation way better. That's a possibility.
And what's funny is that you guys want the man to lead and provide and this and that, but yet all that goes out the window if you're going to be in the forest with him. That guy can build you a house out of wood. I mean, think about
it.
Forest. Yeah, this guy can build you things like he can provide you with water, with food. He's a provider. So this is what I'm talking about. This is why this question is so funny to me. It might be dumb to some people. I think it's interesting because you guys automatically see us as superior rather than thinking, well, you know what? If I was stuck in the woods with a man, he can build, he can feed me food, he can shelter me. All these things, but all you guys think about is the negative of man, and I really think that's the fault of feminism.
Why do you think that?
Because
like,
feminism,
well, not that part, but why do you think women like jump to the conclusion of like something that's going to happen?
You guys have been
brainwashed. Know why? Well, actually, want to know why? Because women slept with men, and it's their fault that they didn't get what they want in that relationship.
And society at large has.
I mean, I want to know that part, but you know,
you're brainwashed into thinking that men are dangerous more often than not, or like you just said, it's better to just assume that we are. It's safer that way. That's because of media. That's because of ideas that are being put in your head. And you know what else it is? It's because us men made the mistake of building too comfortable and safe a society for you women who are ungrateful and don't appreciate that we've done that, to the point now that you're literally on the internet, which we've provided for you as well, talking shit about us as if we didn't provide you this platform to do it and the safety and the peace of mind to do it.
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm coming for all you ladies, man. This is just reason for repeal the 19th is just the beginning. All your
and real quick, two things. The reason why, Nick, I was saying about women who sleep with men, because oftentimes when women get in these terrible relationships and they sleep with men and it ends badly, they look at men in a certain way.
They think all men are that shitty because they picked a bad guy. Yep.
And then secondly, think about it, right? Before all the houses were built and things like that, what was land? Nothing but trees, right? All the men took those trees and made houses, and now you're in your house. And now you're in your house doing your little small business thing because the man built that for you.
And because you have the police call if something happens, or the fire department, the police, you have men that are outsourced at your disposal to protect and take care of you, but that's not natural. That men have provided you a state of affairs where you guys can bitch about us in a way that you think you don't even need us.
Okay, you know what? I got a question. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, what?
Wait, what?
I got a question now. Sorry, real quick. Sorry, Nick, real quick. First, Megan, you guys said something real quick. What were you saying?
What?
She said something under her breath in response to me that she doesn't want to repeat now.
What I just kept saying deforestation. That's all I kept saying. That's all I kept saying. Deforestation.
Okay.
Deforestation. I'm gonna get rid of all you whores.
But I'm not. That's the thing.
So let me ask you this.
I'm just kidding.
Let me go ahead and ask you this, Megan.
Hero. Right.
If you were in the mansion, now I am going to go to the extreme. If you were in the mansion,
That's in the wrong.
would you rather be stuck in the mansion with a man or a bear?
Bear, I guarantee it.
Depends. Do I have a gun?
Here, your dad.
What if I just kill my dad?
Bro.
Wow.
My dad tried to sacrifice me.
Hey,
what if he tried to sacrifice me?
Dad out there, tell him to watch his back.
She's willing to kill her dad to be stuck with a bear.
He said he would sacrifice me.
That's crazy.
No, he would protect you, you crazy woman.
No, he would sacrifice me.
Why do you think that? Why do you say that? Are you joking?
He's like, lighten the load. You contribute nothing.
Then why wouldn't he have done that to you already?
Because there's a law sort of
Because
preventing
he loves you. He loves you.
There's a law preventing that.
No, he could put you up for adoption or something if he didn't want to take care of you. He didn't love you.
Well, then he would be cut out of his family's will.
So you really think your dad's just keeping you around because it would be illegal to get rid of you?
I don't know. I guess I was a menace as a child growing up.
Dude.
Feminism has done a lot to women, and not just liberal women. Conservative women have been brainwashed by feminism, bro. It is crazy.
Megan, that hurts my heart for your dad, dude. I hope he never sees this.
Oh, no, we've had this conversation before.
What about your mom? Your mom or a bear? A bear or your mom?
She would try to sacrifice me too.
Hold on. You got to answer the question. Who would you rather be stuck in the forest with, a bear or your mom? You got to answer one or the other.
Fine, my mom.
Well, so you were gonna. Your answer was, I'll kill my dad, and then I pick my mom.
Because if push comes to shove, I mean, my mom's less likely to do all that.
Why do you say that?
That's crazy, bro.
No, I'm genuinely intrigued. Why do you think that she's less likely? What's the reasoning for all that?
I guess women are less likely to do that.
But your dad, you know him well. Why do you think he'd be likely to do it at all?
I mean, if someone's not contributing to survival.
You didn't contribute. Like, what? You're still not contributing, frankly, right?
Wait, hold on. My mom's texting me right now too.
This is insane, bro. I mean, you're making our point. You women are inferior creatures, and yet you get mad when men say that you guys are inferior.
Want us to be?
Well, no, hold on. It's not about us wanting. It's not about us wanting.
We know that you are.
Yeah, it's not about us wanting
that.
No, hold on. It's not about us wanting that. It's the fact that there are women out there who claim to be strong and independent, and you guys can do it all. I can do what a man can do. I want to work in this field. I want to be in that field. But then when the question gets posed of who would you rather be stuck in the forest with, the first thing you guys think about is how bad the man is. You don't think about how good the man is. And then you wonder why you can't find no good men because you think every man is bad.
It's more of
That's crazy.
It's more of like if both were a threat.
And then you guys want to act like you guys are oppressed. You guys want to act like you're oppressed. Look at how you treat men. You treat men like we're the boogeyman. You make us superior.
They need to be oppressed. Listen to how they view us. We've provided such a privileged position for them to be in, and look at how they view us for it, guys. What are we getting in return? We're getting a chaotic, hellish society because these women not only are not appreciative of it, they're resentful of us. So we need to rein them in. We need to take their rights away, bro.
Yeah, we build only for women to destroy.
We need to take their rights away.
I get
they're so ungrateful. They have disdain for us. They hate us after all this.
Yeah, they hate us, bro. They hate us. I'm not trying to play victim.
Why are we letting them have power in this society when this is the thanks we get?
Yep. It's crazy. I'm
Another- I
shocked,
guess
bro.
from my
I mean, I'm
perspective-
not that shocked, but I'm just like, holy crap, the logic. I'm gonna choose a bear because I can fight a bear. You cannot fight a bear. That bear is going to kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody does. Everybody wants to-
Unalive. Sorry, I should say unalive.
I mean, my reasoning was if both like were a threat to me, I wouldn't get in trouble for
I
fighting.
get it. So,
I
so
did
Megan, Julius or a bear?
the bear.
Really?
Julius doesn't like me.
Well, I know that. No, I'm
Julius
just-
would fight me.
Well,
but
if you worked with him, I think
I-
Julius would.
but if I
Julius
hurt
would make
the
a great
bear-
partner if you worked with
Wait,
him.
hold
If
on,
you fight
hold
him,
on.
you might kill him.
We got
Well,
we
here's
gotta
the thing.
debate this. Hold on, we gotta debate this. You say Julian doesn't like me. What makes you think I don't like you?
I feel like we're always going back and forth.
So what makes you think I don't like you? Give me something specific that I don't like you.
You want me to shut up?
When did I say that?
I think you're thinking of me, Megan. I don't like
I
you.
know.
Okay, let's
Nick
be
said it,
straight.
yeah,
The bear or
you're,
Nick? The bear or
Nick's the
Nick?
one that
I'm
said
the
it, but
white
yeah, you
guy.
put
Julius
it
is
on
the
me.
black
That's Nick's worldview.
Yeah, let's level out the playing field. The bear or Nick?
No.
No, I
I'm
like
not
that
gonna let you
question
escape
better.
this one. No, I'm not gonna let you escape this one. I want to know what makes you think I don't like you. I'm not gonna let you escape this.
You're in the bear trap, Megan.
Because I'm annoying.
Facts.
But when did I say that? Did I say you were annoying?
Facts.
You also don't hide it. You're like, Megan.
Yeah, I disagree with a lot of things you say. That doesn't mean I don't like you.
You don't have to verbally say it, but you're also not hiding it.
She can just sense it, Julia. She senses it. I do too, frankly.
I'm not saying I don't like you. I disagree with
Nick.
your worldview. The more we talk to you, the more we find out your worldview is the most feminist thing I've ever heard. And you're a Christian conservative. Like, you might as well call yourself a CCF, Christian conservative feminist. And there's no such thing, but that's what you come off as.
I guess because I grew up not
Crazy.
having rose-colored glasses. Like I was raised to like it's safer to assume people have Megan. You wouldn't be on a piano,
Base Grace,
but
exactly.
but it also wouldn't be entertaining.
But
if
see, but
they weren't
if I wanted you
debating.
to be quiet, you wouldn't even be on this podcast at all. I'd be like, nah, Megan, just me and Nick tonight.
No, but going back and forth is kind of fun for people to watch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that's
because
the
your
concept.
worldview is insane. You would kill your own dad, but oh, I'll choose my mom. Like, holy
Dude, she
crap.
said, "What if I kill my dad quick too?" Like she didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
That's why I say the bear.
Oh, we get it. We get it.
Because if man or bear were a threat to me, if I fought back against the bear, legally nothing would happen. But even if I was fighting someone in self-defense, I'd probably be in trouble.
Listen, I can't kill you or want to come after you, me or a bear, and I have a gun to protect us. If you're on my side, I have a gun for protection against the bear. If you were to endear yourself to me, and I can't kill you for whatever reasons, me or a bear.
Bear.
Why?
That's crazy.
I think I could guess why. Why?
You and I would not survive together in the woods.
Right. See, she knows she couldn't work with me.
Because you're a dick.
See,
Two
maybe
violent
there's arguments to
men.
be made to that.
She knows I would break that rule and kill her.
You would.
I would
You're
want
But
to
like,
see, hold on. But, so Nick, not to put you under the bus, but Nick's a sweetheart.
Is he?
trust me, Megan. I would wanna
I'm
kill
not
you.
playing. I'm not playing. Nick's actually a nice guy. If you were stuck in the woods with Nick, he would build for you. Like, Nick is a builder. He would build everything for you.
I
You
feel like
have
you
it
get
all.
frustrated and unalive me just to get me to shut up.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, if you could shut
Like,
up and
that's the most
make me a
realistic
sandwich
way.
while I'm building for us, that's all it would take, and I would do it for you. But you can't do that, right?
Honestly, that would be. Maybe we
Okay,
could
Trey
do it.
says, no, it's fun to watch. No, we more fun to watch. Megan with the bear.
Hey, next time I go home to Ocala, I will get it on film. I'll live stream it. Because I
That's
literally live
great.
in the forest. I live in the countryside of Florida. When I'm
That's
not.
crazy. You
Megan,
hate men.
the show would be that you're trapped with a bear, and I'm sitting there with a shotgun alongside, and all you have to do to get me to come in and save you from the bear is scream, "Nick, I'm inferior."
That'd be so funny.
Would you die, or would you do it to get saved?
Well, I mean, I would have a gun because I own a gun.
Nick, I'm inferior, and I'll submit to you, or men. I'll submit to men. That's all it would take to get saved. Would you?
Well, it's kind of difficult to answer just because I own an arm.
I would blow your head off with the gun, Megan.
Do it before tax season. As long as you do it before tax day.
Repeal the 19th, bro.
Hey, I'm saying do it before tax day.
Women have disdain for men. You guys hate men. You secretly hate us because you guys make yourselves inferior. You make us superior. It's so crazy to watch women go, I'll be the worst stuck with the bear because the bear might not kill me, but the man will. The man, it's like you guys want a protector, a provider, but then you'll be stuck in the woods with a bear who won't protect you and won't provide for you.
He's gonna eat your fucking face off.
Yeah, who'll eat your food before you eat your food.
He's gonna eat you like a pound of beef, ground beef. Like that's all that's gonna happen with a bear, guaranteed. And you guys still like think that that's better. This is why you guys are inferior. You demonstrate it with things like this. And I love it because it gives me, I have no problem sleeping at night coming for your rights to rein you in after stuff like this.
Good luck.
I'm dead serious. You're making me have to be the guy that you're making us out to be.
I'll cash app you if that happens.
If what happens?
If our rights do get taken away.
You won't need to because you won't be making any money. I won't take your money from you, but it's happening.
I have some. Don't worry.
I'm taking that right now after this show. I'm going to somehow take all your money and tell your poor father what you said.
We've had this conversation.
I'm trying to see if there's any chats on Instagram. One person said man, bear, pig.
I was thinking that from South Park. Yeah.
I do have a question, though. Do you think that part of like what contributes to it, and part of it I've experienced, because I've told you a bit about my story, Julius, that it's because some women have been in situations where us simply turning down a guy could lead to us, being in some sort of danger.
And when does that happen, or is that put in your head?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. So that I get this correct. You're saying that women who reject men are scared of what will happen if they reject them?
They're worried they're in danger.
Well, for me, it's a little bit of
for rejecting him.
Yeah, for me, it's a little bit of both, like from experience and stuff. Like what?
What was the circumstances you got yourself into to be with a guy that was so dangerous that if you rejected him, he was?
Well, I wasn't with him, but I was like, trying to turn him down. This was whenever I was like a chapter president and stuff, and I couldn't really like do anything just because university rules. I had to have like actual evidence.
What was the circumstances that it was dangerous for you?
Like he tried to ask me out. He tried to walk me home and stuff. This is actually the origin story of how
you were alone with him.
Well, we were walking out and stuff, and he was like trying to walk with me and stuff.
Why were you with him?
Wait,
I wasn't. He was trying to walk with me, like trying to catch up to me to get my attention and stuff.
Wait, he was dangerous because he wanted to walk with you?
That's the beginning part. Because I wasn't interested in him, and he was like trying to like insist like, oh, I can walk you home, but like I didn't want this dude knowing where I live. And it was like he kept on insisting. He kept on like messaging me on social media. Like part of this, I was like keeping receipts. Like he asked me.
How did he know who you were on social media?
Well, he knew me in person first because I was the chapter president, and then saw me on social media.
So you know this guy?
Not like personally.
You guys follow each other?
Well, he followed me. I didn't follow him.
How did he find you? Did you tell him?
It's one of those things where it was sort of like put out there because of the chapter's Instagram account.
And when you're normally walking home, are you by yourself or are you with somebody else if it's dangerous?
Usually I'm by myself, but it's never in like, I don't know how to describe it. Like there's usually like other people around. So where like if somebody wanted to do something, they wouldn't do it in plain sight.
But what was the difference with this time?
Like he kept trying to like walk with me, and I said like, no, I'm good. I'm trying to like be nice. And then, because he tried like the week before he tried to like, ask me to go to a football game with him, but I told him like, no, I'm going with my friends. And he got like really, really mad.
And was he waiting for you outside of class? Like he knew your schedule, like a stalker?
Well, it was like he was there during the meeting, like the chapter meeting that was hosting. And it was the week before a big event.
And you saw him around, but you didn't find somebody to walk you home? I hate to be like asking like this is your fault or something. I'm not doing that. But I'm just trying to get you to be safe.
Well, this was fall of 2022.
Doesn't matter when it was, sweetheart. You shouldn't be putting yourself in dangerous spots with weird men.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't really, because I couldn't really kick. I also didn't like have the authority to like kick him out because of like certain Title IX rules and stuff. Like I
You're
couldn't.
the president. You could have even asked a friend. Somebody would have walked you home, I'm sure, if they thought.
Well, that wasn't the part. Like he was attending the meeting, but unless I had certain types of evidence, I couldn't tell. I wasn't like by university rules allowed to tell someone they couldn't come to a meeting or discriminate.
No, but you could be walked home by somebody that then he wouldn't do that, you know?
Well, luckily, one of the people like there sort of like knew about him, and then they interfered. And then that's also when my best friend Evan interfered and stuff.
What do you mean, best friend? Is he the gay one?
Yeah, that's basically our friendship origin story.
Well, hang on.
Me.
Grace asked you, did you tell him you weren't interested, and then this happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were walking home by yourself,
and then he was trying to like play off, saying like, "Oh, I can walk you home and all stuff." I'm like, I just didn't want this dude knowing where I live.
No, yeah, that's just we get that.
Well, okay, but this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Luckily, because of that, I was gonna like finish a bit of it. Luckily, because of that, two of them, Evan being one of them, he sort of like geared him off and distracted him, while one of my e-board members, like one of my fellow officer members, drove me home.
That's what I was asking about. So you weren't in any danger, right?
Well, if they weren't there, I would have gone very.
Wait, but hold on. I'm still trying to figure this out because
message receipts.
But it's okay. Well,
and then we turned it into the university, and then we were able to get like action taken against the student.
And that's the biggest danger you've ever been in from a man like that.
Julius knows my story, but that's not dangerous.
No. We don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about this right here because I'm still a bit confused by this story. So you're walking home by yourself, and then this guy wants to.
So we were leaving the building that we hosted.
And Evan and him saw you getting harassed by this weirdo, and they
I was trying to like tell him like
they got him off the face while somebody drove you home.
Well, okay, but right? I don't know. I'm still confused because we're talking about harassment here. My thing is this: did you think he was trying to do something, or was he just trying to genuinely just walk with you?
Well, he lived in the opposite direction, and then based on like what he was trying to like message me on Instagram, him getting upset when I wouldn't go to the football game with him, it's like, you know,
he wasn't taking a hint, and you didn't want
Yeah, I wasn't trying to, entertain the idea either.
But because of this, you feel that men in general are so dangerous that you'd sooner pick a bear to be in the woods with?
Not just that. Again, the other story.
And are you forgetting that Evan and the other whoever guy just came to your aid and saved you?
Because that goes to my point. That goes to my point what I said earlier, and I was actually correct about that.
It's more of
women have a bad experience. Hold on, women have a bad experience with men or a man that they assume that all men are like that. Therefore, you pick the bear based on your bad experience. I was totally spot on with that.
But no, that's not even Megan. You because of that, you're overlooking that two men who are now your friends came to your rescue and saved you from this guy being a problem.
Yep.
But you overlooked that in the bear man pick situation. Why?
Because for me, it's safer to assume somebody's doesn't have your best interest than just assume everyone's on your side. It's more because again, they could have.
Wouldn't you assume that's safe to say about the bear though?
With a bear, if I fought back, I wouldn't be in trouble for it. In this situation, if I told him straight up, you're not allowed to come to the meetings, you're not allowed to do this. I even got an email from the university saying like I was trying to discriminate, and that was when I presented like the evidence, and then all the other e-board members said
but let's assume that if you fought back, you would not win against the bear. You're not going to have a gun on you, so the bear's a danger, right? No matter what.
They don't have to be.
What do you mean?
Because humans and animals are not the same. Most of the time, like with bears, if you don't provoke them, they're not going to do anything. And if they're hungry,
how do you know that?
Yeah, because the same assumption that you're making about men is the same thing Nick is talking about with the bear. You're saying a man can be bad, but a bear can be bad. So
a bear's gonna be bad.
If I fight back against the bear, I'm not going to get in trouble and stuff. If I fight
You're not
back,
going to beat the bear. You're not going to get in trouble against the man or the bear.
Right.
You're not going to win.
well, if I,
And hold on.
well,
What
if
do you
I-
mean by get in trouble? What you
She
saying
means if
you're
she
going
killed
to
the
get in
guy-
trouble?
She means if she killed the guy that was a predator versus killed the bear that was a predator, that wouldn't be a problem killing the bear because there's no laws against manslaughter. But she could get in trouble legally for defending herself.
But let's throw out all that bull crap. I'm just
Now
saying,
you're
just
going
when you be
to
stuck with a bear, but I'm throwing out all the bull crap with like the laws. I'm just
Well, it's
saying,
not
would
really
you be
'cause
stuck
it's
with a man
reality.
or a bear?
I mean,
That's all I'm saying.
that's
Forget
the
the yeah, but forget the semantics of like, oh, laws. I'm just saying, would you be stuck in the forest with a bear or a man? And you're choosing the bear because, like I said, women tend to have a bad experience with men. Therefore, they view all men bad. So they're going to pick the bear based on their own personal experience.
Well, it's not-
That's the emotional response, not a logical one.
But I'm interested in why do you take the predator guy from this situation, that you take that forward, but you don't take forward with you that there was some heroic, chivalrous young men who stepped up and made sure that you got home just fine.
because they're not always going to be there. Like they could have easily not been there, and
Right, but they do exist in the world. Versus a bear is going to be a
we're talking about one-on-one.
Bear by nature.
predator on you at best. Like they're not. Gonna
Yeah.
be
We're talking about one-on-one interactions. We're not talking about like if you're stuck in the woods with 3 men and stuff.
Okay,
Well,
but
3 bears, Megan. 3 bears versus or Julius.
3 bears. I'm sorry, Julie.
that's crazy.
Repeal the 19.
That's wild.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
Julius. I'm
wild.
sorry, Julius.
Okay.
I can't believe she just said that.
Let me ask you this then. Let me go ahead and ask you this then. Let's say you're stuck in the forest with a bear or a man, and the bear is actually it's going to kill you. Like there's no way around it. It's going
man
to
is gonna
kill
kill
you, no matter how.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen.
Yeah, Nick already admitted it.
Well, hang on. Let me just go ahead and finish this real quick. You're stuck in the forest with the bear or a man. The bear is going to guarantee kill you, unalive you. Sorry, for TOS, unalive you. He's going to guarantee unalive you, guarantee. Or you're stuck with a man who's not going to do that and would do everything in his power to protect and provide for you. Mind you, the bear is guaranteed to unalive you, but the man is going to protect and provide. Who would you rather choose?
Do I
You
get
won't
to
even be able
pick?
to do this one, Julius. You won't even be able to do this.
Well, do I get to pick the man?
No. Listen, the man. I just said the man's going to protect and provide. Doesn't matter who it's going to be. He's going to protect and provide.
As long as it's my boyfriend.
Who would you pick, Megan? If you said, do I get to pick the man? If that makes a difference, who would you pick?
My boyfriend.
That's the only man?
Yeah. Because it can't be relatives, technically.
But see,
Well,
but
you would
this is
kill your
why.
dad anyways. It doesn't matter if it's a relative. We know that.
Like he's
But this
watched
is-
some of this. So he's watched a lot of the videos, like on TikTok, and he like understands like both sides and stuff. I don't think it's because like for me like it's not because I'm like brainwashed. It's because of like I've got to like experience exactly like to the extent like how bad people can be, and unfortunately that's the real world we live in.
There's also great protectors of you, though. You're not even considering that angle. You guys are nuts. You guys are
I gotta-
lost.
I'm not gonna just like in these situations. I'm not gonna always have
Hold up.
protectors.
Hang on. I gotta push back on this comment. She said this is the dumbest conversation. I don't think it
This
is.
is the most Florida conversation.
Actually, I don't think it is. I think this conversation is so productive because earlier somebody on Discord, somebody was saying it's deeper and things like that. I said it wasn't that deep, but now that we're talking about it, there is something deeper to this because the reason why I find this conversation interesting, it might be dumb. Like I said earlier, it might be dumb, but I think it's interesting because it shows what's the right words to use, the psychology of how women think of men. Women think of men as the evil boogeyman. Like they see us as bad. When Nick pointed out a great point, 2 men came to your aid. Therefore, you don't see the man can be a good man if you're stuck with him in the forest. You automatically see him as bad. For whatever reason, women see men as bad. Therefore, you are saying that you are inferior to a man because you put us in a superior position.
I feel like
because
you like that
we
answer.
can overpower you. But you guys don't think about the good man that can actually protect and provide for you. All you see is men bad because for some
Which is
reason
why
there's some type of disdain for us men.
Well, which is why I brought up my other situation that like Julius, about that's a situation where I didn't have anybody to protect me and stuff.
So Megan, if you see men as it's better to be safe than sorry that they're dangerous.
Until they prove otherwise.
I get it. So it's better to be safe than sorry. I can follow that. Would you be able to acknowledge then that that would imply that they're superior to you?
Not really. It's more of like people have sinister intentions.
Yeah, and if you're not able to overcome them and they're a danger to you, like I don't consider any women to be a danger to me.
Which is why, you know, you guys would say women, but we can't always say the same. But it's more so of like who has bad intentions.
Women have plenty of bad intentions. I'm not worried about any of them bitches.
Because there's even a video. I can even like
because I'm superior to them.
It's short.
Because you guys are inferior.
Yeah.
Like this was actually like a TikTok video that got like 1 million.
You don't want to acknowledge that you're
explaining.
inferior and you don't want to acknowledge that we're superior, but that's what that implies, right?
Well, here's like one of those like slideshow videos on TikTok, like somebody like explaining more so like a woman's POV.
I promise we should go through that in a second. I think I empathize more than you realize, but could you acknowledge that that would imply that you guys are inferior if we're a danger in general?
I don't know. I guess. But
yeah. All right.
Yeah, just to put a smile.
No, it does make sense. Hold on. It does make sense. It does, because like you just said, use the word sinister. Using these words where men can be bad. Like basically, you're leaning towards men bad if I'm stuck in the forest with him. But you had two guys come to your aid, but yet you don't think about men good. It's just men bad. So when women choose a bear over the man,
it's better to be. Because again, it's better to be safe and sorry. Because I brought you. I would talk in my other situation where there was nobody to.
Wait, but okay. So you say it's better to be safe than sorry, but yet if you're stuck in the forest with the man, he can protect and provide versus the bear that can literally unalive you. Better to be safe than sorry, right?
But here's like this almost explains like
her breakdown doesn't matter.
Real quick, go ahead. You can go through them.
Because like again, you know, you could say
well,
like
brainwash video. Send me that video. Send me that video.
Well, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult too because it's one of those like TikTok videos where it's like a slide.
Oh, dude, we're not doing that.
But you can, I can read it. It said the bear wouldn't hide and dispose your body in a suitcase after SA, and then they showed.
See,
like I told
you. I
told you. The bear will just maul you and SA you and not dispose of your body.
A bear wouldn't trick you into their car after SA.
No, they would just maul you and SA you and not dispose of your body.
Just proving that point.
This one says a policeman would. The bear wouldn't pretend to need help just to SA you and disregard your remains.
And Megan, do any of those slides say that the bear wouldn't attempt to risk his life to protect you and look out for you or anything like that? Do any of them acknowledge that?
My mother killed him.
Sorry, Nick. This comment real quick says, my mother unalived the man who was literally beating me to death when I was 8. I still choose the man. That's a base take. That's base.
That's a reasonable woman.
That's very weird.
Wait. Why is that weird? Hold on. Why is that weird?
Because
why?
Why was the guy beating her like for no reason?
It doesn't matter what
the point is that she was not traumatized to the point that she's still seeing ridiculously dumb to just pick the bear.
Yeah. I mean,
she
like,
still has sense about her to pick the man.
Right. Do you have a specific reason why it's weird, or is it just because my feelings?
Well, experience.
It's weird because she wants her to be against men because of that experience.
I'm not against men. I just know to what extent, like how bad they can be, and it's
you
better.
You make us guilty until proven innocent with that approach. You know that, young lady, and that's very, very unfair to do to people.
You call me young lady. I'm getting dementia nowadays.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm feeling older and older the more I'm talking to you.
Same.
All right, so listen. So we're going to go ahead and move it along.
But do you get it's unfair to make people guilty until they can prove their innocence? That's like that's a wrong concept, right?
3, 2,
Megan
1.
countdown registered a Democrat.
Well, yeah, guess what? 3, 2, 1. Trump 2024.
Hang on. We're gonna move it along because we've been talking about this for a long time. It's just crazy. We're gonna clip this for sure and put it up there for folks to decide. It's just crazy. So we are gonna clip this for sure. It's gonna get clipped for sure.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna title it. She's gonna unalive her. She'll unalive her dad for bear. Unalive her dad for bear? Question mark?
Dad is dead.
Do not, please don't.
Bear over dad? Question mark.
Please dead dad.
All right.
I
So,
realize most of this I've just been like trolling and
Dead
stuff. and I
dad's
love
bear
it.
husband? Huh?
I realize
okay.
most of this I've been like trolling you because this is so much fun to talk about.
Bear becomes husband of mom and daughter?
How about this? Would you rather be stuck in the woods with Trump or Biden?
Come on, girl.
Trump all day. Yeah, Trump
Of course,
all day.
that's no question.
Why?
Would I rather
Yeah.
be stuck in the woods with you or a pack
Biden.
of unruly bears? At this point, I'm starting to think maybe I'd have to pick the bears based on your
Yes.
outlook.
Wait,
Here's
hold
the
on.
one.
Did you just say wait? Did you just say you'd be stuck in the forest with Biden? Did you just say that?
No, I was
That was
asking
you
Nick, would you rather be stuck in the woods with me or Biden?
Oh,
I thought you said you would. I was like,
I think dumb, crazy, old, senile Biden could possibly listen to me and see me as an ally more than you. So I guess I'd have to pick him, and that says a lot, young lady.
Well, I could easily tell Biden what to do, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay." End
I'd
of
be stuck with
quote.
Trump.
So that's
That's what
what
I
you need. You
disagree
want
with
somebody
him.
you can tell what to do. There it is.
He could be like,
Trump be like,
"End of
Trump,
quote."
Trump be like, we're in the forest. Don't worry, Julius. I got this. Grab some sticks. Grab
Don't
a couple
worry.
of leaves.
I
We
trust
will
you,
build the
President
wall.
Trump.
stuff.
I trust you.
We're
will
gonna
build a
make
wall.
the forest great again.
Make the
We will-
forest great again, Mr.
We will
Trump.
build a wall in this forest, and all these bears and creatures are gonna pay for it.
Yeah, Biden probably passed out. Okay, listen, we're gonna move on real quick. We're gonna move on to the next topic. Megan had some topics she wanted to discuss. This is like Brian does pre-show
Oh
notes.
no! Buckle up for this part of the show. Here we
No,
go.
I think they're good. I think.
All
they're
right. So Megan wrote to me and she said she wanted to talk about. She said
Can
the
I talk to
men. Well, I'm gonna read what you said. You said the men with the podcast that target hating on, and actually, I want to clarify this too. You said
Oh.
the men with you said the men with the
I know what you're talking
podcast
about.
that target hating on women. Should they consider dating men, and what do you mean by that?
Should they be? She's making a joke that they should be faggots, right, Megan?
Maybe. I don't know. I guess it's more
Well,
of
for
like,
the TOS,
I guess
it's
like
not
the
the F
from
word.
my perspective,
Yeah,
from what
the
I've
gays.
seen on TikTok, I guess it's from what I've seen on like TikTok and stuff, like how much like they talk about like how they talk about like women and stuff. I'm like, have you thought about dating men?
Well, you specifically said hating on women. So do you believe that podcasts are hating on women? And if so, what do you mean by that? How do you think they're hating on women?
Like it goes beyond just saying like, you know, personal experiences, but more so talking about like, and I will say this, it is totally okay to have preferences and stuff, but it's a completely different story when you start like shaming people who don't particularly meet your preferences, or if, you know, people have like different standards than
You mean
other
like men?
people.
Like men who get shamed for not wanting to date a woman who slept around? Like that shaming?
It's more of like, you know, some of them have talked about like body weights, people with dyed hair, people with
What's wrong with that?
tattoos.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with people having preferences, but it's more of like when they start like shaming people, saying like women with tattoos are disgusting and all that stuff. I'm like, just say you don't like
And
women.
so what?
Why do you feel the need to? Why do you feel such a kindred thing to the women with tattoos? You don't have any tattoos, right? So why is that such a thing? I'm curious.
Just kidding, I don't have any tattoos.
I know you don't. So why are you so offended by that?
I'm not offended. I guess I'm not offended by it, but I guess it's more of like, okay, if you don't like somebody who has tattoos, fine, but you don't have to like come to like some weird conclusion, I guess, or that like somebody with tattoos are bad. I guess.
Wouldn't you be like grateful or happy about that, considering that you decided to never tattoo yourself? It's like, oh, I guess I'm more of a catch.
I guess from my perspective,
Instead,
like,
you're siding with the sisters, the sister power to be, and don't attack them. You were smart enough not to get tattooed. That's like you.
I mean, I wouldn't care if
smart,
somebody.
But you're standing up for the hoes. It sounds like the tattoo girls.
What
Why?
if I got a tattoo and I was still a virgin?
I'm asking, why are you standing up for the people that you've been smart enough not to be?
Because if a girl gets a tattoo, I mean, that's up to her. I don't think someone's better or worse than me just because of like a tattoo.
Yeah, but if the man says I don't want to date a woman with tattoos because X, Y, and Z, so what?
They go way beyond that. Like just say,
So what?
I mean,
Who
if she
cares?
doesn't have tattoos,
And he's controlling and dangerous and toxic and.
Yeah, like, who cares? Who cares if he has an opinion about
What if-
tattoo? Who cares?
okay, let me
That's
try
his
to-
preference.
let me try to role reverse this. I mean,
Let's do that.
Like, I don't like a guy that vapes, but I
That
don't think
vapes?
vapes or smokes. But I don't think somebody who
Why?
vapes or smokes is a bad person.
Wait, but why don't you like a guy who vapes or smokes?
Because if they did that around me, that's be like, ugh.
So why do
There's a
you get
better
to
way
have
to.
that but why do you get to have that preference, but a man can't describe why? You just said that you don't like men who vape because you don't like the smell. A man
Well,
doesn't
I
like
don't.
women with tattoos because X, Y, and Z. Why do
You
you
Well,
get
this
think
to
is
it's
have
where,
that
cool to
preference
have a
and you
preference,
can't?
but it's when you start to shame them that she
yeah,
has
like
right?
like
Is that-
Julius. I'm gonna use a weird example, but again, this is just the example. Like Julius, if you were to vape, like I don't favor that in a guy, and I wouldn't date a guy who vapes. But I don't think you're a terrible person or you're not worthy of dating just because of that.
Yeah, but the fact
Like
that okay,
that's more
but
of like how I would describe it. Like I
yeah,
prefer a guy who
well, I'm not
doesn't vape, but if a guy does vape, he's not better or worse than anybody. Like that's just
sure,
how I would describe it.
but the fact that you don't like, but the fact that you don't like that he's vaping already says that you think he's worse.
Dude, we
Not
got to do the
really.
date simulation, the first date simulation with Megan. It's been too long. We've never done this.
Like if a guy, like how about this?
No,
If a
we
guy,
already know how that would go. She's not
Dude,
submitting, bro.
we got to do
It will
this.
be over before it gets started.
like if a guy wasn't a Christian, I mean, I'm not going to date a guy who isn't a Christian, but
Why?
I don't. Well, I think about like how we're going to raise kids, but if a guy's not a Christian,
Why are
I
you
don't
shaming him for
think.
not being Christian?
Well, I'm not shaming him for not being a Christian.
You just
I
said I
just,
don't like a guy who's not gonna be a Christian.
I'm not going to date a guy who isn't Christian, but I don't think a guy's
Why?
a
Why are you
bad
discriminating?
person.
You're discriminating against guys who
You
who not Christian.
discriminated.
Yeah, you are. You're
It's just,
basically saying I would not date a guy who's not a Christian. You are discriminating. Why do you get to have that preference, but men can't?
So, Julius, you be the middleman
I
host,
just,
and
what did I
me and
just
Megan
say?
will have a simulated date. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
Megan,
Well,
good.
hold on.
I'm good.
How about this? How about
I'm
this?
good.
First
Respectfully.
show we'll do that. First of the show we'll do that. But I really want to have this debate with Megan about the shaming thing because I find it interesting how you get to say I don't like a man who vapes. I don't like a man who's not Christian. That's discriminating.
What
But
did I
yeah,
say? Julius? LaJulius? Yeah, we're gonna use the nickname LaJulius. What did I say before this?
you said it's not that he's discriminated, has preferences, it's that they're shaming them for it, right?
Like I just said, like I'm not gonna date a guy who isn't a Christian, but if a guy isn't a Christian, it's not because I think they're a bad person and stuff. And they're
sure.
like not worthy of being
Well, you
dated,
do
or
think
that they're
you do think less of them, or else you're just not.
Or
You're
that
just
they're
trying not to say that out loud. You want to be nice, right?
or that they're I don't think they're undesirable and stuff. It's
But
just
you
the
wouldn't be
religion.
with them, so they are undesirable. You just don't
Yeah,
want to.
that's
The
the
religion.
point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I don't think it's a universal standard, though. I'm not
It's
saying
your
that.
standard, Megan.
Yeah, that's the point
I'm
I'm
not.
trying to make. By you
It's not
saying
because I think that they're a bad person, though.
No,
sure,
it's because
no,
you find them less desirable.
yeah, because you just said I
The
don't want to
religion.
date a man who's a
Let's be a little more
Christian.
specific. The religion part. I think about how I want to raise kids. I don't want to go to church by myself. I'm not going to force somebody to change their
No
ways.
matter the reason, you feel they're less desirable than if they were somebody that you would date.
Not less.
Yeah.
Not less desirable. Like you can have a preference, but not think that they're
Wait,
more or
wait.
less
So
desirable.
if they're not less desirable, let's
Oh,
say
God.
there was an attractive man who liked you but wasn't a man of God. Would you date him?
No.
If he was not a man of
Because
God,
he's less desirable.
Exactly.
Would you want me to date a guy who wasn't a Christian?
No, it's not about what we want. It's about what you want.
Well, Megan, that's a less desirable person. All we're saying is, hon, is that you have standards.
I'm not
that
shaming them though.
Well,
like-
not
like there was
publicly, but in your head, he's less desirable, and that's fine. Us men, we get it. There's a
Like here's the difference. She would date a guy who's Christian.
She
but
very
would
says.
rather-
Oh, hold on, Megan. Hold on. Well, actually, Megan, go ahead and read this. This is towards you. Go ahead and read that. It's towards you. Go ahead. It's about you. So go ahead.
Grace came in too late. She wasn't here.
No.
Really, Megan?
Go ahead and read that.
She would date a guy that's Christian, but would rather be left in the woods. In my defense, the guy's a stranger.
Oh my god.
That's the
Christian.
premise. That's the original argument. It wasn't
You know he's a
like
Christian. Wait, this is a great one. You know he's a Christian, a good, faithful, like practicing Christian, or a bear.
I said that earlier, and she still chose the bear. I said that exact same earlier.
No way,
and she still-
Megan. For real?
I'm gonna leave you in the air for this one.
A faithful, practicing Christian to the book, or a bear. You pick the bear.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Repeal the 19 people. I rest my case.
This is insane. This is K-Train.
Be like, repeal Repeal the 19th.
Since it make up now. All right,
I'm
so
not honey. I'm more caramel.
okay, so
Hey,
real
I will
quick.
say you're a good sport, and I think I can speak for the audience too. We're grateful that you're here. You know,
I'm not a honey.
Alright.
I'm a caramel. We've been over this.
Well, so just real quick, and I promise we'll move on to the next subject. But just real quick, I want to get back to the preference thing. I find it's interesting to me.
Like,
You're saying
can I give you
about
two
shaming,
different
right?
scenarios? Can I give you like two different ways to like phrase what I said?
Sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But okay, this is. So I'm
Can't
gonna go
wait.
with. Of course you can't. So, yeah, if a guy isn't a Christian, he's undesirable. Nobody would ever want to date somebody like that. They're automatically POSs. They're the scum of the earth. They're this. They're that. They will make your life miserable. Versus, for me personally, I don't think I would be. What's the word for it? Like I don't think I would be.
you find ways to disguise the actual feelings that you have for this.
No, I'm
matter.
trying to think of like we wouldn't be compatible in a
So you
relationship.
find ways to lighten the sting of it, but
It's more of
push
like
comes to shove, it's the
like
same.
I can say my preference, but have it not be like, oh, but because you're this, like to other people, you're automatically like lesser than like my standards. The only way to think.
Well, let me ask you this:
Like somebody,
can you make the argument
somebody
for can you make the argument for why these guys say that a tattooed woman, for example, would be not a good wife candidate? What's their argument, even if you don't agree with it?
that tattoos are disgusting. That no man like wants that, which I would say that's a broad
But
term.
why?
'Cause
Why?
there's
They
how
say
many men in the
why?
world?
No, but what's the reasoning why no man would want that?
Some of their excuses have been like, oh, they're tacky, they're undesirable, it's ugly, like why would they even do that to their bodies, like all that other stuff. I mean, part of me is considering getting like a Christ tattoo, like one of a cross and stuff, like on my wrist, but like something small, like you can cover up like with clothes.
Actually, it's against the Bible to tattoo your skin.
The Catholic Church.
Were you thinking about this tattoo in protest or in
Oh,
response
God.
to these people?
Hmm?
Were you thinking about this tattoo as a protest or a response to these kind of haters?
What do you mean, like protest?
Like after you heard them hating on girls with tattoos, you're like, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Not really. It's been like a thought of mine, like since high school and stuff, getting like just like a simple like cross and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now
something
you're
simple,
mad.
like,
You're mad because they're shitting on your potential
it's more,
identity
it's
tattoo.
more of like how they describe it, like the way I describe it. Like just because like I prefer like a guy to be Christian doesn't mean that a guy who isn't Christian is like not capable of being a good husband to somebody else. Somebody out there, wouldn't mind if a guy like wasn't Christian. Like I can firmly say that like there's somebody out there, for them. Like even if, like if
Yeah,
it's
but
not
why do you have to say that? What like why do we have to say that?
because I guess like some people, like the way they describe their preferences, they make it seem like if I don't want them, nobody else want them either, kind of thing, or like it
I
kind of
think those
downplays
people
their
get those.
characters.
Like it goes without saying that like that's just their opinion. Like not everybody feels that way, you know?
I don't know. I guess it's more of like well, I mean, I'm not gonna like talk about like the body count part just because I mean, I'm not really in that category. We've talked about it.
You know what they do when they're being critical like that, and they're saying that, or they're generalizing, saying that a tattooed girl would not be a good wife. They're doing the same thing you're doing when you say that you'd rather pick the bear. That all men are too dangerous.
I feel like you want me to say
You're taking a
repeal the
small
19th.
sample of people that have proved to be dangerous or whatever, and you're using that as a representation of all the good, decent guys who have never been anything but good to you.
I feel like Nick, you just want me to say repeal the 19th.
Most women always.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to do that one of these days.
Yeah, most women
I wanna
do
go
that. You guys take a small percent and then you justify it for everything else, which is that's why I said it's interesting that you guys. I look at it going back to what I said. You guys have something happened to you personally, and then you equate that to everything else, and it's like it's not our fault that these things happen. It's how you overcome it.
Okay, do you want to go on to the next topic? But I will say like this. I don't think because of like personal experience has like made me think like, oh my gosh, all men. I feel like it's made me more cautious about certain things.
You hate men. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I hate men. Repeal the 19th.
Including your dad, who you would kill, no questions asked.
Yeah. You literally said I would kill my dad, but so would my mom. But see, you can PC it how you want it. I'm just more cautious. it doesn't change the fact that you still look at men a certain way based on your experience.
I mean, my dad completely understands me.
And you'd kill his ass still. What could it do him?
I feel
Nick,
sorry
this
for
is
your dad.
Nick. This
I
is
know
just
I
this
pray
is
for your
just for
dad. I pray your dad
Tell
doesn't
him-
watch this.
Wait, Megan, what'd you say? Nick, this is what? What?
Repeal the 19th.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
for you, Nick. Just for you. Okay, where did my pen go?
We got it.
Oh,
We
wait,
got it, folks.
can I talk about the next topic?
Yeah,
of it?
yeah. Okay,
Go
so
ahead, you
real
crazy
quick, we're
man.
gonna
So
move
the
on
next
to
part I
Nick.
brought up to Julius was and we'll ask this to Nick just because like I asked this to Julius earlier and stuff. Well, I didn't. Well, sorry, I didn't get ready to. I didn't go
That's
back
probably
to hear
smart
the
because I would be strangling you by now. Go ahead.
So, in your opinion, do you think when it comes to like couples, should a couple like build together, or should the man or woman like should they already be built before like taking the next step, like getting married and stuff?
Great question. Julius, what was your answer first? And I'll tell mine.
Or should I give the backstory first?
Well, okay, I'll give a little backstory. This is what Megan's talking about. So Jason Aldean, the country singer, was married to his wife, had kids. They built together, on his career of singing, and then I guess he publicly kissed another woman, and they ended up marrying that woman. And then his wife eventually moved on as well. So Megan's question is: should men and women build together, or should the man be built before getting married? Here's my answer to that. In general, women tend to want a man who's already pre-assembled. In general, what I mean by that is, you guys want a man who is financially stable, takes good care of himself.
So he can take good care of you.
Yeah, like you basically want him to already have to be established before he establishes a relationship with you. Oftentimes, women in general tend to want a man who's already pre-assembled
But
versus
Megan,
building with him.
are you asking that question because it's like, look at this woman. What did she get for building this with this guy from the beginning when he was nothing and now he's big, and she gets dogged out publicly and ends up getting left. So we probably shouldn't do that. We should probably wait for the men at the finish line, right?
Well, it's more so of like she spent all this time like building with him, only to now see her husband's mistress reap all the benefits
Right.
from that, when she could have
So yes, that was
when
a
they
bad
could have
idea, right?
been with, because they were high school sweethearts.
You're
And
saying
if you're
so it's not a good idea to do that because look what could happen. Why don't you just wait at the finish line for the men that actually win or become good? And
Because because another like part of that was like, how do you know like he cheated and stuff? Basically, TMZ was like TMZ paparazzi was the ones like who like caught them in public.
Yeah, he got busted. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure
in
he did.
plain
I'm sure
sight.
it happened.
So I think because it's like it's a bit you're taking a lot of risks building with somebody. So I was just like asking for your opinion, like if like women should like build up with a man or just like wait at the finish line.
All right, I got a great,
because of like that. Because of that fear, because you say like divorce is up nowadays.
Typically, I think women wait at the finish line for the winners, and I'm not hating on that. Frankly, like I would maybe advise my sister to not just build with somebody that has no track record of anything. However, that said, if a woman does build with a man from when he's nothing and becomes something, I would think, and in my experience, frankly, more often than not, once that man is a success or whatever, that woman's taken care of forever. He appreciates her and he's grateful for her. Her life is set. It's not like that. So if that happened, it could be that maybe she's not been intimate with Aldean or whoever, or not been appreciating him. And I'm not saying it's right that he did that, but I think Julius brought this up before. Like, did she do anything to instigate his infidelity? Is the question.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to work it out for like a year before they mutually like agreed to divorce because of that. But like, because I was talking to Julius about this and stuff, like if there was like stuff going on and stuff, just because like I read the Bible and stuff, pretty much like there's almost no like aside from like abuse, because I mean I feel like you would divorce for like abuse, you wouldn't wait for infidelity to be involved and stuff if there was like abuse already involved. But like Julius shouldn't be cheated on and stuff because of like some like shortcoming in like character, because I mean as you get older, all that stuff, like every marriage goes through its like ups and downs and stuff. Like I don't know a single marriage that hasn't, but I mean, adultery is a sin against God.
Yeah, no, you're right. I could be wrong about this, but if
Like, I mean,
he
there's
cheated and
stress.
then he,
There's like stress of, I was just
yeah,
saying that
well,
there's,
no,
stress about like raising kids and stuff. Like, I can see that, but it still doesn't excuse infidelity. I mean, I just see that as
What
like
if the
a
wife's
father.
refusing to be intimate with him and he's tried everything to work it out and she still won't over
Well, that wasn't.
indefinite period? Is that
That
the
wasn't.
reason, if anything?
Well, that was that. No, it actually wasn't, because his oldest daughter actually spoke out like about.
No, but what I'm saying is, let's say she had done that, not this woman, but just in general. If a woman does that and a man tries everything he can for a really long time to work it out with her and she can't be worked with, is it wrong for him to try to find intimacy elsewhere?
I feel like he would. Normally, people try to divorce before that. Like even
No,
if
no,
I was,
but let's just say that he had a slip up and he took opportunity when intimacy came into his life because his wife's been cold for however long he's been trying. Would that necessarily be the?
Well, according to the Bible, there's not really an excuse for adultery and
Okay,
stuff.
but there's also
No,
no
no.
excuse for a woman to be withholding herself from her man. Like
Yeah.
that, according
But
to the
once,
Bible.
So yeah,
but once
hold on,
considered-
real quick, Megan. We understand the outcome is wrong. We got that. We understand that. But we know what people ought not to do. What we're trying to say is, if she's holding out intimacy from him, then do you see how he could have stepped out?
He's desperate for it and he can't get it from his wife and she's not working with him for an extended period of time. Can you see how he'd maybe like succumb to it when it came into his life in another avenue?
Why?
And maybe that should be forgivable if you want to like work with him. It's like, what did this woman do that made him feel the need to step out?
I was telling this to Julius earlier about like, I feel like it's one of those cases because like that wasn't the reason, because like his oldest daughter did like a whole tell all about the whole situation because she was old enough to understand what was going on. Like,
Well,
whatever
I
it
don't know about
happened.
mom and dad's relationship.
Yeah, matter of
That's
fact,
fucked up.
I don't believe all women. So whatever she says, I don't believe her.
Oh, but she
Because
identified the man now.
because the daughter can say one thing. I want to know what the actual wife, because women oftentimes won't be 100% honest. Just like that couple last week, the Brazilian couple who was like, "Oh, he's too perfect," and try to put the blame on him for being perfect. When in
He's not
reality, she was the one that wasn't perfect.
A lot of times
He's
they'll
not
lie to
perfect.
their
His
mom.
name-
Megan,
his
was she being favorable to her mom? Was she on her mom's side? Was this daughter on her mom's side generally?
Not really, because she wasn't like trying to like bash her dad in any way.
But you're saying that that's not the reason, and she was given reasons like
She felt like part of it was like a classic case of like, a woman's loyalty is tested when a man has nothing. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything.
Yeah, I'm not really
okay. And
But this mostly happened
she was
when
siding with her mom.
Well, not really, 'cause she was praising her dad for still being like very present, like in her life and stuff. And she's made peace with the whole situation, but she was just sort of like saying like what happened, like because she was old enough like to understand like what was going on. Like she knew what infidelity was. She knew like.
But she doesn't know the causes that led up to this infidelity, and nor should she as a child, and she shouldn't even be speaking out of place on it. Frankly.
Yeah, well,
Jules part of it was talking about he was on tour a lot, so part of it was his own distance away from the
Okay,
family.
so what's his side of the story? Have we ever heard his side of the story?
We'll pull it up right now.
All right.
Like he does say like he truly does like love the woman that he's now like married to. He hates how their relationship started, but like he wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that the woman that I was with, they got to be a cold, heartless bitch, and I ended up having to cheat on her and find my love of my life.
Yeah, because him and his mistress now have they have 2 kids together.
And he's probably so happy.
Yeah,
he's so grateful that ex-wife was a total bitch that he had to divorce.
Yeah, well, I'm not in favor of people who cheat and then go move on with somebody else.
I feel
hang on. I'm not in favor of people cheating and then moving on with somebody else and having kids with that person. I'm not in favor of that. But I do wonder what was happening. Yeah, the daughter said one thing. Of course, she's gonna have to say something to kind of squash the drama behind it. But I still think that there's something that she did to make him do that. Or let's just say that, he was just a jerk. I don't agree with him leaving the family because of that. I don't agree with him doing that. But I still wonder what she did that made him step out. Because if they build together and he got all this money, I would think that she would be happy that he's providing for her. So if he's making all this money and he's providing for her and all this stuff, then what was she not doing for him to do what he did?
Like Grace said, did the woman seize up like an engine or something? That exactly. I'm almost certain that if this woman was with you since the beginning and helped you when you were nothing to become something, the only reason I could imagine, unless you're a total piece of garbage, but then she would have known that from the beginning. The only reason that you would step out on her is if she's not been intimate with you and unable to work through it or unwilling to.
And oftentimes, I mean, you do. I won't say often, but you do hear about women who withhold intimacy from their man.
Oh, they use it as a weapon, bro. They use it as a weapon. But look, Melanie said here, hey, Megan, did you know anything about this fact? Grace, she was cheating. Talking about the woman. Was the wife cheating?
No.
You sure?
I'm pulling it up right now. Part of it has to do with like him like being on tour and stuff, and like her also trying to, you know, give her kids like a normal life, you know, by like sending them to school and stuff so they can like have a life and stuff. But,
wait, he was on tour, but was he doing anything on tour?
Yeah.
I
have it pulled up.
Oh, read it. Go ahead, Megan. What brainwashing are you getting today?
It's not brainwash.
You haven't heard his side of it, so that's not fair. But go ahead.
Well, he did admit like him like physically like being away from like family to, you know, do tours and stuff, like did like play a role in like just hold
on. But okay, hold on a second. He went on tour, but my question is,
I've only got a few more minutes.
But no, I know. Real quick, did he say I cheated while I was on tour? Did he say that?
Yeah.
He said that for himself.
TMZ busted him doing it, apparently. But, I mean, a lack of intimacy.
So, I mean,
your wife is not coming on tour with you because she wants to stay at home with the kids.
Well, someone has to watch the kids.
Well, there's ways to be worked out when you're the richest rock star on earth. But it sounds like the woman wants to stay at home. Or for whatever reasons, he was feeling a lack of intimacy. And I'm sure he would have expressed this to her at points. I'm not trying to blame her, but could have been worked out with his budget.
What if that wasn't the case? What if
unless she didn't want to do it for whatever reason, and she was using it as leverage?
Well, what if she was, you know, like not what? How do you describe? Like, what if, you know, that wasn't the issue? Like, you know, she did it with her husband. Like,
well, then he'd be a total piece of shit. That it'd be outside of his character because why hasn't she seen him doing it?
He was basically forced to admit after TMZ, like, you know, came out with it, because he does have like its distinct features where he can't be mistaken. Like, yeah, that's him.
No, I'm sure he got busted doing it, but she never caught him doing it all of this time. So that's not his character. It's a slip up that was probably due to a lack of intimacy with her.
What if it wasn't a lack of intimacy? Part of it could be like, you know, be it just like the, you know, idea of being hit on by an attractive person.
He's had that his whole career.
Yeah, but Nick and I can actually see what we're doing is we're holding him accountable. We're saying he's a POS. If he did, you know, think he's a POS. But it sounds like when we question the woman, it's like, well, what if he did this? Well, what did she do? How do we know that she just wasn't a bad wife?
Well, I mean, she was at home taking care of the kids.
What if he didn't want that? What if he said, be on tour with me, baby? I need you.
Well, I rather have my woman stay at home with the kids. I wouldn't want to.
No, me too.
Well,
it's kind of difficult because
it's not right, you know, somebody has to
guilty until innocent.
Because they don't want to hire like babysitters and all that stuff.
But you're assuming the best for her and assuming the worst of him.
I mean, that was the case. How they talked about how even now, I mean, he sort of learned from his mistakes. And
what's the source? What's the source?
Well, TMZ was the original source.
Can't make this shit up.
Then Fox News, and then his own personal interviews.
Okay, so
like
who's the author? Female author?
What did he? Did he admit anything on camera? Did he admit something on camera? Like on camera, did he say I cheated on my wife? I mean, aside from the one that he kissed in public, that's obviously wrong.
Yeah.
But,
well, yeah. Afterwards, like he, you know, owned up to it. At the time, he said him and his wife are, you know, trying to work like through the cheating and stuff, because I mean that's hard to work through. He admitted part of it being, you know, him being on tour and stuff. Her, you know, being behind, like watching the kids, you know, because kids got to go to school. I mean, people forget kids have school.
And he was desiring intimacy that she didn't care to make happen enough.
That wasn't the
case. That wasn't the case.
Well, he did have like, you know, alcohol in his system, but at the same time, I mean, I've drank before and never thought to.
Megan, he desired intimacy and didn't get it from his woman after enough time. He said he took it when it came, and that's not right. But
they did it when they could, but
they could have made it. She could have made it happen more for him if it was a priority, and she knew it meant something to him, which I'm sure.
Well, you know what else was a priority? The kids, them getting to school.
Sure, and fulfilling your husband's, who's making it so that you can stay at home and be a mom to those kids, is a pretty important part of that, right?
Because he said in his video, like him admitting it, he said it was a lapse in judgment, like him being hit on by like an attractive person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
like, at least he owned up. Like at least he owned up for it, like not making excuses for himself. So like I'll give him that and stuff, but. And then obviously, like a year later, they announced their divorce because ultimately, like they couldn't really work through it, and who could really work through, that breach of trust?
Well, it could be worked through if you guys were actually empathizing with the man. Is what the point I'm trying to make. But you guys never are, because you've made it very clear that you see men as guilty until proven innocent. So when he finally does it, just proves his inner nature the whole time.
Well, I mean, his conviction came through, like
right, or he could say that he just got so tired of never getting any intimacy from his woman that he took it from somewhere else when it came along.
Because he was always.
But the point is that I'm not sure that that's the case or not. But you're not either. But my point is that you never even hear out the man's side, because you guys have a bias towards the man.
Well, in this case, not really, because he did own up to his actions, and he wasn't like making excuses.
Sure, but did you seek out like him explaining it? Did you ever seek out his explanation of the whole situation?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a lapse in judgment. He was on tour and stuff. Like obviously, like he understands. His wife is like at home, like. Watching his kids because, obviously they want to give their kids some sort of a normal life. He just overall said it was like lapse in judgment, being clouded by just being on tour and stuff.
And needing intimacy that wasn't being received.
From just him being on tour, not because she was like refusing or anything. It was just.
How do you know that though?
Because he talked about it.
No, you're just assuming that he didn't say that part.
I watched the video of him like owning up to it, and then a year later, him and his wife announced their divorce, and then I think 2 years later is when, he ended up starting a relationship with the woman he cheated on her with, and then they ended up getting married.
Oh wow! So, but he didn't say that about like. It's not that she wasn't doing it. It's just that I was on tour. He didn't say that. You're assuming that.
That distance from him being on tour played a role.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't on tour with him, or he was on tour so often because she wasn't being intimate. So all I'm saying is you just don't know that side of the story. And
he admitted, like, obviously, like, she was, taking care of, their kids and stuff, like, trying to give them, like, some sort of normal life by, like, sending them to regular schools and stuff. Basically, trying to make sure, like, not let fame get in the way of, like, them being parents. But this was when his career was starting to really, like, take some steps like forward, I guess. But basically, that's when he started to like, rise in stardom, I guess.
Yeah. Do you see how it's bad to make men guilty until proven innocent? I get you. Like, it's better safe than sorry. But do you see how that's like a bad thing to do to people?
I'm not saying like guilty until proven innocent, just because obviously that came out first. Like
no, but when you're better safe than sorry, that's the same thing.
I guess it's more of like, for me, like, again, like I feel like, again, it is really better to be safe than sorry. Like,
so it's better to be guilty until innocent for us, man, right?
Not real. Well, not really. I'm trying to explain it.
That's how it feels.
Like, I'd rather assume, like, people don't have good intentions than assume that they do. Because what if I do and then I put myself in a dangerous situation rather than just, being cautious, looking out for myself 24/7.
Why don't you do that with women though, too?
So I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, I just read the comments. So.
No, I'm not. No, she never cheated. We're talking about Jason Aldean, like his situation.
But Megan, why don't you assume better safe than sorry, guilty until proven innocent with women as well? Then to be safe as you can be.
I mean, if a woman cheats on her husband, F her.
What?
I mean, I'm the same way. I'm the same way for women. Like, if roles were reversed, his wife is the one that was famous and she cheated on him while on tour and stuff. Like,
but what I'm saying is, like, better to be safe than sorry, and assume that men are dangerous until proven otherwise. Why don't you do the same thing for women to be safe?
How so? Give me an example.
better to be safe than sorry. Prove that they're dangerous to me until proven otherwise.
I assume everybody's, have their bad intentions just because women can be disgusting too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
you do
you're
women-
I'm sorry, Nick. I was gonna make a quick comment. I'm gonna say you're that would be inconsistent because earlier you chose your mom over your dad when it comes to the bear in the woods. You said you'll murder
Well, I
your
had to
dad.
pick one. I had to pick one or the other, not just solely,
But even when you did pick, you still like had
Well, you
more.
didn't just pick one or the other. You also murdered your father.
Yeah, yeah, with no hesitancy whatsoever. Just
Right away, not a second
He also
thought.
said I wouldn't survive the apocalypse.
Oh, so some resentment. But you don't assume that about women. You assume that women are safe. That's revealed in.
He was like,
said
"I'm
you would
sorry."
survive the apocalypse.
He said, "I'm sorry, Megan, but if we were on the Walking Dead,
funny.
I don't have to outrun the walkers. I just have to outrun you." I was like,
Base.
So my defense,
Megan, I can
he
see
didn't
why
tell-
he said that, frankly, hon.
Yeah, I know. So it's a mutual.
I get it.
Mutual respect.
At this point, I would be feeding you to the wolves,
Yeah, I choose the bear. He chooses the walkers on The Walking Dead.
I wonder what your mom would choose, him or a bear.
To get her mom on the show.
A bear, bro. Look at Megan's face. She
Special
knows
guest,
it's a bear.
Mrs. Rodriguez.
My mother like daughter.
Dude,
No
they're
offense
gonna
to your
have
mom.
her dad replaced with a bear. Watch, a bear is gonna be the husband of that family soon, and Megan's gonna be very happy with that.
No, like on The Walking Dead, like he literally said, if we were on The Walking Dead, I don't have to outrun the walkers. I just have to outrun you.
Yeah, you don't have to be faster than all your friends.
He said
Just faster than the slowest one. I get it.
He's like, Megan, you're the least blah blah blah. We would injure you so the walkers you can distract the walkers.
I get why he would do that. I totally get why now after getting to know you for this long.
Yeah,
The more we talk to
everyone's
Megan, the more we
everyone's
talk to
after me.
Megan, the more we talk to Megan, the more we find out there is no conservative woman. There's just liberalism. There's just feminism. There's leftists. At this point, you might as well just be left wing. You might as well support trans kids, like Dangbug said.
No.
Dangbug said you might as well start supporting trans.
Well, you know what's crazy? She's worried about men being dangerous, but she's actually the one that's a homicidal maniac to her dad.
He wants to feed me to the walkers. Okay.
Facts. Men,
My
men
defense,
are
he
so
wants to feed me
scary.
to the
I'll kill my dad.
He wants to feed me to the walkers.
That's
Well,
so
I
true.
see
That's
why,
a great
yeah.
point. That is a great point, Nick. Men are so scary, but I'll kill my dad in a heartbeat. Holy crap! I'd rather be stuck. Now I'd rather be stuck in the woods with the bear.
No doubt, bro.
Yes, Julius, you jumped on the bandwagon.
No, I was just being facetious.
I'd bear mace Megan so fast.
No, but the whole trans thing. I'm sorry. If you are a parent and you're allowing your child to transition, you should not be a parent. CPS should
No,
be
let's not
involved.
get off topic. Let's not get.
Yeah.
Keep it on. I hear you.
See,
That's
I'm
for another show.
Let's not go with the typical rhetoric of like, oh, I'm against trans. Yeah, we already know that. I think we're all against it.
So I'm not a lefty after all.
Well, just for let's keep on the track of this show. We'll do that on another show.
I do have to get off with you just because I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Okay, so just real quick, just last question to Megan, and I know you got to get out of here, but I want to get this last question to you. I sent this to Nick, and I wanted to talk about this. I just wanted to get this take. I hope we have this conversation with a bigger panel, but this was something I sent to Nick. Hold on one sec. I wanted to get your answer on this, Megan. Let's see. So Pearl, actually, I actually did want to pull up one of your videos that you had on Pearl, which I thought was pretty interesting.
That Megan had on Pearl.
Yeah, she did a TikTok video about Pearl.
Actually, I know exactly.
We watched that one.
Yeah.
Well, I can talk about it.
Yeah, you can, Megan. You can comment on it however you want afterwards. Absolutely, that's only fair.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Featuring
that.
my TikTok.
Do you want to give it context while he's pulling it up? Is that more fair?
Is it? I can't use the word on here, so I'm gonna tweak it a bit. Ex-offender. Is that
okay?
One?
Yeah.
It's the one about her comments about 16-year-olds.
Sorry about that.
An SE actual predator. You said an SE actual predator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I can pull up the TikTok myself.
Hang on. Don't worry. I got you. Just real quick, just tell me how you spell your TikTok name.
Actually, I can pull it up right here.
Degenerate.
No, I know about.
Megan.
I'm gonna play it for the full
69,
screen. Yeah, just real
I'll-
quick. Just never
Actually,
mind. I found you. Never mind. I found you.
I was gonna copy the link and send it to you.
Megan the Degenerate.
No, I found it. I found it. But I wanted to put the video real quick about Pearl, which I thought was pretty interesting. It was about female politicians, so I wanted to get.
Oh, that one. Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, Megan, let me guess. You think Pearl is a pick-me? What else is she gonna say?
Because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you think is that what it is? Pearl's a pick-me?
Can I just talk about the video? Because it's actually
Go ahead.
So she was like, I don't think.
Hang on.
Oh, wait, guys. Let's show it first.
Yeah,
Megan.
play
You
it
can talk
first,
about
and then you can talk about it afterwards. Okay, just real quick, and then after that, you can go ahead and go. So here's a video that Megan did talking about Pearl. I guess Pearl was talking about female politicians. Here's that video here.
I thought it was
I'm
the
not the biggest fan of female politicians. I think generally we're too emotional.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, do I want, in the U.S. I know more about the U.S. political system.
Yep.
So do I want someone with the nuke bomb that could get their period, and then she's
girl. You have thoughts of unaliving innocent people whenever it's that time of the month for you? Guys, do not pick her.
Do not pick her.
Like, men, do not pick her. Save yourself the harm. Save yourself all that. Like, do not pick her. She said the quiet part out loud for her.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Okay, so
guys, do not pick her, dude. She's a pick me. I call it, guys. I know Megan way too well at this point.
I did take it off in a few, but basically, I don't know. I feel like that's so weird. I'm like, I don't know about you, but when it's that time of the month for me, and I can say that because you have a daughter. One day you guys are gonna have wives. It's not weird. It's a part of life. I'm like, when I'm on my period, all I wanted to do was just eat. I'm like the most chill, relaxed person. If that's how she handles it,
but I don't think Pearl was talking about her specifically. She was just making the point that
she's like,
women
no
are
women. I'm like, you're a woman.
Yeah, but she's saying that women in general can be irrational. Like, for example, on their period, they can be irrational, make irrational decisions. That's what she's talking about. Whether you say I'm not or she's not, you guys are the exception. She's saying in general, not the exception. I know you guys love to make your exceptions the rule.
Like, you talking about killing your fucking dad, bro. Like, don't act like you're above this.
And imagine if you were on your period. Imagine if you were on your period.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Stop the tape. Hold on. Stop the tape. You're criticizing Pearl. She said on the period, so new. But you said you'll kill your dad. What if you were on your period? You can't make this stuff up. Rules for thee, not for me. Repeal the 19th.
And all the other rights.
I'm just
take the license away.
Rules for thee, not for me. I'm just like Gavin Newsom.
So Megan, she literally are you maybe a pick me then? If
I just want to
no. By your logic, you said don't pick Pearl because she said she would do X if she was on her period. You just told us earlier I would kill my dad. So don't pick Megan, guys. Don't pick Megan.
Somebody already
your dad on a Saturday, just to have a bear instead.
I mean, somebody already picked me, so.
Well, he didn't put a ring.
How are you any different than Pearl? You are no different than Pearl.
I'm just kidding.
You are no different than Pearl. That's crazy.
Could be the case in 2 years.
Megan, do not jinx that young man. Young man, if you're watching, we're working on her. I promise you, we're gonna get her.
Knock on wood.
Young man, she's come along, believe it or not, since she started appearing on this show.
By 2025, don't worry, we'll have Megan submissive.
I can't guarantee that either she's going to be submissive or we're going to have outcast her as a feminist full on.
She'll be at she's going to be at the next women's march with a pink hat.
With a pink pussy hat, burning her bra, yeah.
No.
Lesbian.
Free the nips. I'm like, oh. God.
Liberal lesbian. Oh, no, at the time. She doesn't have titties.
Me and the
Dude, side note. Hold on. Side note. So Andrew Wilson was watching one of Jesse Lee Peterson's video with Lauren Chin, and Jesse said, lesbian, and Andrew dying laughing, bro. He just busted up laughing.
You never seen it before?
Yeah, he never saw it. He was like cracking up, and then when he rewound it to watch it again, and Jesse goes lesbian, and you went,
Dude, that's me
cracking
every
up.
time.
Yeah.
Since I heard him do it the first time, every time still.
Lesbians. So funny.
The irony behind that is I was at a women's march crashing it with like the anti-abortion posters. And I sort of did what Ella Malden did, where I just screamed, "Abortion rights are gone!"
I think you do that so you're in disguise. Your liberalism is disguised.
No, I was a menace. I was like, jail time for abortionists.
I mean, listen, Megan, based on your video that we just saw about Pearl, you are no different because you would take your dad out in a heartbeat.
I would actually pick Pearl over you in a second because of that fact.
Nick and Pearl matchmaking
versus you, who would kill your own father. You would kill me too if I ever turn my back.
Well, in my defense, I'm not really an option.
You would kill me too if I ever turn my back and you kill your dad.
Well, yeah, I'm not really an option to you. Would you sacrifice me in the zombie apocalypse?
For what? I would sacrifice you for a $5 bill.
Yeah, see. At least
I would sacrifice you for a pack of smokes.
At least for my dad, it was during the zombie apocalypse, but
if I didn't have cigarettes and I really needed one, I'd sacrifice you for a cigarette.
Like at least for my dad, it was life or death. But geez.
Oh, no problem. No questions asked. A cigarette, a couple hits.
Wow.
Grace says, Megan, you should come. Grace says, Megan, you should come stay with us sometime to learn some real life skills that actually matter. Doesn't seem like college has done much for you.
Now that would be a reality show. Megan on the farm.
Hey, that's a good name. Megan on the farm.
I mean, I know how to make butter. I know how to make butter from scratch. I know how to cook like full course meals from scratch.
Grace, just don't let her around your boys. Whatever you do.
No, I'm a faithful.
Megan would do everything but submit to a man.
Nah, I'm a pretty loyal person, and I do have some good.
Nah, you just won't submit. You just won't submit.
Yeah. If a man says, "Hey, I don't like that dress. You should change." Well, how short the dress?
We should have a say yes to the dress, and you guys determine what's good.
Well, listen.
Let's do that. Let's book that in right now, young lady.
I got a bunch
before you go. Real quick, Megan, spare 3 minutes real quick before you go. Just 3 minutes real quick, and I promise you can go. I just want to do a scenario with you and Nick on a date. And how would that go?
Here we go.
So,
it's not
here's the scenario. Here's the scenario, right? Let's just say
you're not asking.
Just
Megan, listen. This part's important. Where he's setting it up. Listen to this part, if anything.
Yeah. Just humor me real quick, all right? Just go with me, all right? Indulge me on this. Okay. So here's the scenario. Nick goes to your school. He's tall, handsome. He's going for like engineering degree. He's trying to get in that workforce. He can make lots of money, so he can have kids, take care of them, whatever the case may be. And then you meet him. You guys are walking one day, you're talking to your friends, and then you look back and you bump into him. And go, oh, I'm so sorry. And
he dropped your books, and I picked some up for you.
Yeah. He picks up your books, hands it to you, and you say, "Oh," he goes, "Hey, I'm Nick."
I say to you, "Oh wow, what a happy accident."
Now you're turning into Bob Ross. That's your first.
Well, no, hang on. So you guys meet that way, and then you guys, you guys exchange numbers, whatever the case. Like him likes you.
We're
you
going
guys
on a walk in the park for our first date or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
First date. Megan. This is our
first date. Walk in the park. So here's what you gotta do. You and Nick are now on this date. How do you interact? You guys play it out. Go ahead.
You get to go first, asking me a question. And I don't have to answer you don't have to answer like you would do in your real world if it's going to compromise some sort of. Answer however you would to get the best. You can play a role, is what I'm saying. You don't have to feel embarrassed about who you are. Just be a girl, and you're going to ask me first. What do you do, or are you Christian? Whatever's important to you, and then I'll ask you in response. And
So basically, you guys met. You automatically just had this connection. Now your first date is on the walk in the park. What do you guys do? How do you get to know each other?
You're trying to figure out if I'm that guy to be your husband or not.
Yeah. And then likewise, with Nick's wife. So how would you guys do that? So just be yourself. How would you do that?
So you said your name's Megan, right? beautiful day today, Megan, huh?
Yeah.
Good day for a walk.
Yeah, no, frick. No, just kidding. No, I'd be like, yeah, it's really pretty out. I would probably crack a joke about Florida weather.
Hey,
and
wait,
stuff.
hang on.
About what?
Hang on.
What?
Don't say what you would do. I'm saying actually
Just say
pretend
as
like
if we're
you guys.
really doing it.
Yeah,
We're
like
role
this is
playing.
an actual date, and you and Nick are walking in the park, getting to know each other. Don't say what you would do. So if Nick says, "Hey, it's a good day," respond to him like you guys are on the date. That's
Let's
what I'm
start again.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
beautiful day for a walk in the park. I'm glad we're here, huh?
Yeah, it's really pretty out. It's a really good idea that you suggested this.
Well, it's not every day I run into a gorgeous young lady like you who I get, the opportunity to take out. So yeah, my pleasure.
How many times have you used that?
I'm just speaking from the heart. I haven't been on a date, and I couldn't even tell you the last time. But it sounds to me that you have a skepticism of men in general, maybe that you're trying to suss out right now.
Not
Are
really.
you a feminist?
Not really. Just curious.
Are you a feminist?
Not really.
What does that mean? Not really.
I don't know. Like, I don't agree with a lot of things that they talk about.
But
support. No, I just don't agree.
So you're not a feminist.
Not really.
What does that? What's the not really? That's worrying me.
I feel very put on the spot. I feel like a lot.
It's over already, Julius. Where's the chaperone, man? Date's over.
I was trying not to intervene. I was
Nick, I hope you realize
we said
you're talking to the wrong person.
First question. Are you a
he said
feminist? Not or-
the way you asked, you like, are you a feminist? I started dying, bro. I couldn't interrupt. I saw the LOL in the chat. I was like, oh Lord.
Let's just get to it, Julius. I asked him. Hey, it's nice to know you. I'll see you later, Megan. I wish you well.
Cool.
Cool. And
Now, how do you feel about that?
Backhanded on the way out.
So Nick has rejected you because the feminist. You couldn't answer the feminist question. How do you feel about that now?
Okay.
You're a feminist.
Is that why you choose the bear?
No, unless I was the one rejecting him, and he's like, "Yo, why are you rejecting me?"
You don't have to worry about that because I rejected you.
Okay.
Megan, do you realize that you couldn't say you're not a feminist?
Because I feel like I would say no, and then you would question me and be like, "See, you are."
I wasn't gonna let her out of that, so she got to say not really.
But hold on. But this goes to our point. You're pretty much saying I'm that inferior that I'm not strong enough and confident to answer whether I am or not. That you guys
I was going to be questioned about it anyway.
Hey, let's round two, Megan. Round two before you got to go. I hate to interrupt, but do you want a leader in a man, a protector and a provider, or a 50-50 relationship? What would you be interested in?
The world may never know.
No, I mean, we're out here on our first date, just getting to know each other a little bit.
Please not imagine.
What do you want out of a man?
Please not imagine us on a date.
Who knows? Maybe I could be the man. You don't know until you ask or tell me.
No.
No. You're too smart for this, Megan. You're the best, honey.
All right.
You are awesome.
So next time we can do me and Megan because I definitely have an interesting way of having Megan on. I got an interesting way, and it'll be interesting.
Julius is similar. Julius will walk her to the end. I just have to cut right to it because it's.
I know. I walk to the end of the road. But I do it in a way where I'm like, you think you like me? I just hit you with that, and you're like, boom. Wait, what the heck? What just happened?
Oh yeah, trust me. We have proof of that on video already. Julius is good at it. But Megan, you're the best hunt for real.
And for the record.
I just don't take stuff so personally and stuff. And if you were gonna elaborate on the you rejecting me, I'm like, there's 8 billion people on this planet. That's a lot of people.
Well, keep thinking that way. You'll be lonely till you're dead.
I mean, I'm not lonely right now.
Megan, do you realize that's a bad outlook though? Because what if this guy could be your Prince Charming? If only you had a better attitude. It didn't make him guilty until proven innocent. Gave him a chance first. Innocent until proven guilty, maybe?
I mean, again, you're asking the wrong person right now.
Right, because you're a feminist.
Is Julius smooth?
He is. He is so smooth. smooth. We'll have to show you the clip next time, actually, from a previous one of these we did with my friend Nikki, where Julius literally charms her to the point that she's, to this day, Nikki still has a soft spot in her heart for Julius.
I mean,
for the record, Megan.
age of
and
men
Nick,
speed
right.
dating. I mean, I'm not going. I mean, I won't. I'll oversee it.
Yeah, well, so next time you and I should do one, Megan. It'd be interesting to see that. I will say for the record, Megan, I don't not like you. I do like you. You're cool. You're awesome. You're a good sport. I like the fact that you actually would come back. We can go back and forth without you like getting mad and like raging out like a feminist. So we appreciate
And
that.
I hope
So
you
we all
realize
appreciate you.
my comments from earlier came from the fact that my father would literally sacrifice me first if we were on The Walking Dead.
Well, I see why. For real. Pops, I don't blame you.
We've gotten to know you enough to kind of understand his point. So we understand his worldview.
We get you, Pops. But Megan, you're like one of those like the blown up dolls that have a weight at the bottom that every time you push them down, they pop right back up. You know, like you just
I know what you're talking about.
And I love you for it.
I mean, if we're gonna finish right now, it's no way.
So, Julius, in the woods with the illegal immigrant or a bear?
Actually,
Oh.
I would pick the illegal immigrant because my family came
Wow.
here. My family came here legally.
Whoa.
My family came here legally. I want to see what's up.
Hold on.
And
Whoa.
I'm Hispanic, so you can't say anything.
Hold on a
Even if he's
second.
the man, Megan, an illegal man.
Wait. I can't speak right. What just happened?
Megan, if he's an illegal male immigrant, a male illegal immigrant.
I feel like that Star Trek meme when he's like,
You see, here's the thing. I know how to bait them. I just tell them, here, I have a way to citizenship for you. They would do anything I say.
A male?
If I told them I can get them easy citizenship,
wait. A male illegal immigrant. You would choose a male illegal immigrant? You would
Over
you would
your
choose
dad who you would kill?
Bro.
You would kill your dad and pick an illegal immigrant man. Bro, repeal the 19th, folks.
Here's my strategy. I could promise him, citizenship in America, and the second we get to safety, I turn him in.
Oh my gosh! Listen to this woman, man.
And the second we get to safety, I turn him into border patrol.
Gentlemen out there, a woman like this, see how sweet she comes across? This is the most dangerous thing in your reality. Stay away, be aware.
It's
not
If it's
the
an
men,
illegal-
it's
if
you.
it's an illegal-
It's women like this, bro.
Well, the
This
thing is, if
is
it's an
the
illegal,
clip for sure. We are clipping this
She
for
said she would
sure.
seduce the male with a citizen's card in order to get him to protect her and keep her safe. And then when they got out of there, she'd turn him in. That's what she just said.
That's crazy.
I'm just thinking about strategies.
No.
We're aware. We're here. I'm glad you're
Work
revealing like the inner
smarter.
thoughts of a modern
Work smarter, not harder.
Work psycho. Gentlemen,
Exactly.
this is a case. This is a case.
Exactly. Manipulative. See, this is why women shouldn't vote. This is exactly why women shouldn't vote. Or they shouldn't be politicians.
I mean, technically, I'm against illegal immigration.
This is why we need to. I bet you are. It sounds like it. This is why we need to take away all their rights, gentlemen. They're the dangers. They put it on us. They project it as if we're dangerous. Listen to this.
I'll finish by this. If anything, I'm doing more to fight the immigration issue in America than Biden is.
Dude.
There's nothing you can say. You said I would choose an illegal immigrant man rather than the
From
bear.
the strategy,
But yet you won't choose a man over the bear. A man who I literally said is a man of God that will protect
Her
you and
dad.
provide.
Her dad, she would murder.
Well, I'm very
her own blood.
Well,
Her own blood.
I'm doing two
You,
things.
bro. You.
I'm
Me.
putting a
She
little
did
bit of
illegal
game.
over us.
I'm choosing game theory.
She did.
And while I'm at it, I'm doing more for this country's immigration issue than Biden is.
Well, that's a fact. That's a good little witty thing there. But nevertheless, we got to take your rights away, man. Thank you, making this very apparent to all of us.
Before you go, real quick before you go.
Trump impression?
Before you go, I'm going to throw out the most extreme. I'm going to throw out the most extreme thing.
She said Trump impression.
Trump impression.
Oh no! Hold on.
No, thanks, Megan.
Hey, I just told you I'm fighting immigration.
Hey, hold on. I have the most extreme question. I want to hear Megan's answer before you go. If you had to be stuck in the forest,
Trump
who would you rather be? Who would you rather be stuck in the forest with? A Okay, I can't say this word because it's TOS.
Trump
A grapist, or a regular man?
Why are you? Oh my.
Dude.
No, I'm processing the question you asked me. Did you?
You can't just answer that real quick.
Yeah, I told you I'm going to go extreme.
I'm trying to see if I.
Yeah, I told you. Hold on.
You heard
I just
it
made
right.
out. Yeah, I'm going to the extreme. I made that clear. This is an extreme question. Who would you rather be stuck in the woods with? A grapist or a regular man?
Can you answer it?
Both are men, so obviously the regular man knows shiz.
Thank God.
Okay.
I still have somewhat of a
Wait. So why not the grapist? I'm just curious.
Well, first of all, in this scenario, they're both guys.
No,
How about this?
but why not the
rapist? An illegal rapist or a regular man?
An illegal. Oh my god. You see, I want to be safe, but also I want to fight illegal immigration.
No, but I'm saying no, but okay, no, but
I'm here to make your lives harder.
No, but just real quick. Why not the grape? Why you chose the man? Why the man over the grapist? Like, why would you not choose the grapist? I'm just curious to know your answer.
Because if one's a grapist, I'm scared that one would grape me.
It's the same thing as a bear. One's a bear. Okay.
Okay, now you're bringing
the bear can do just as much damage as the grapist.
He certainly will. He will. It's a bear, dude.
But if I attack the bear, nothing will happen to me. But if I attack the guy,
if you attack the bear, it's gonna eat your face off. If you don't attack the bear, it's gonna eat your face off.
Again, I grew up.
It's a bear. It's a wild bear. You act like it's a better option than the average man. This is why us men need to take this world back.
This is my time. Wait.
We've empowered you guys.
I know.
Wait.
We've empowered you guys way too much, man. We need to take the world back from you ladies. Look how little they don't even appreciate it, guys. They look at us as more dangerous than a wild bear.
I mean, from this, all I can comprehend is I'm willing to do more to fight illegal immigration. Can't be that.
If that's all you take from this, another reason to repeal the 19th.
Well, listen,
Yes,
Megan, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being on. We appreciate you, and we know you have to go. God bless you. We're always glad to have you on the show. We appreciate you having the back and forth, and you're a good sport about it. That's one thing I actually will give you credit on, is that you do have a good back and forth with us. So we appreciate that 100%.
Thank you.
Where can the folks follow you at, Megan?
Just at Megan Rodri, right there.
If you encounter her in real life, folks, she's more dangerous than a bear. Be aware of your circumstances and tread lightly.
Yeah, forget the bear. Be stuck in.
If you're an illegal immigrant, run for your fucking life.
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or me? Or a bear?
Run for your life, illegals.
Dave, what's her? All right, Megan. We'll catch you later on.
I was about to make a joke, being like, my OF is at nonexistent.com.
Her OnlyFans is modern Christian feminist.
Yeah, her OF means only feminist. All right, we appreciate you, Megan. Well, you and I will always talk and chat it up, things like that. If you got talk about topics, things like that. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Don't make any men want to strangle you in the meantime.
Fight illegal immigration. Got it.
Don't hurt your dad, okay? Please, for the love of God, don't hurt that.
Pray the zombie apocalypse doesn't happen. Otherwise,
boyfriend, run away. Run away, boyfriend.
No, he's not.
You're the girl. Right. You're the woman. You're the woman.
That was crazy.
Yikes, folks. Are we right? Yikes.
That was crazy, dude. Absolutely insane. But
make this shit up, people.
Listen, this is why I said I get. And real quick, I'm going to tell you. I was going to have a different topic for tonight, but I just thought of the man or bear because I was watching something I saw online made me think about that. So I put man or bear. I was like, that'd be a good topic to talk about. I look on whatever podcast and he talked about the same topic. He said man versus bear. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Great
Dude,
minds think alike.
You're always on it. Like you're on the cutting edge of what's popular in culture. And I'm glad that you got into this because, like I said, dude, I couldn't avoid it. I've seen it everywhere. This man versus bear. And you know me, I just didn't dive into it. But I'm glad that we went through it. And, dude, I can't believe it, folks.
I think it's a great conversation. I think it's a fantastic conversation. As dumb as it may be, because you know the bear can just maul you to death. Like as dumb as that may be,
they're picking it.
I'm interested in the psychology behind it. The fact that women think like it's just weird. We're strong, we're independent. The symbol for women doing this, but yet we're so scary that you want to be with us in the woods. We're having all that strong and independent, and I'm a woman. Hear me roar, but yet you meow because you want to be with us in the woods.
Well, they don't even realize the entitlement. Also, that the privileged position, the safe position that they're enabled to be on the internet, broadcasting this message out all over the world. This was all facilitated by men. All of this was built by men. And for you to be so entitled to be able to be ripping on men on the apps that the internet that they've provided for you to do safely in your own home.
Mm-hmm.
Us
Dude,
men, we really got to reevaluate where we're at in this world with these women, man. We got to reconsider.
When I flew in, just going from Texas to Phoenix and then Phoenix back to Sacramento, just looking at the Phoenix layout, I'm just like, sometimes people don't take that stuff in. I'm looking at the layout. You know, in an airplane, you just kind of see everything like it's like a little toys, like how it looks. The what do you call that? Like the display board for lack of yeah. So I'm looking at the layout, and I thought to myself, I was like, yo, men built all of that. That's the first thing that came. I was like looking at the buildings, the roads, how far it went. I just thought, dang, men built like all of this stuff. And you have the nerve to say we're scary.
The world would be scary had we not built that for them. The world would be scary if we hadn't built that for them. But look, look at the thanks we get for it. We're considered the scary ones. Gentlemen, we need to consider where we let these women be in this. Look what we're getting for it. It's not even ungratefulness. It's literally resentment and hostilities.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
And this is why I truly believe, all jokes aside, I truly believe that a woman without God who doesn't understand what her duty is and her role is, you're not to marry a woman without that, it's always going to be bad. I posted something earlier where, matter of fact, I'll play this last clip. This is actually from Twitter. To me, this is a guy named Israel Padilla. He went on the beach and he just kind of be asking like random questions, but he was talking to this one girl specifically. She was like 22 years old, and she said she was married, but she's like at the beach and whatnot. And I was basically pointing out that I think secular marriages are doomed. I think without God, I know we have our conversations about God sometimes, but I think without God, you're doomed because women will not adhere to their role. They want quote unquote equality, but I don't think they want equality. I think they want supremacy. They want a man who's going to let them do whatever they want. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't want to submit to him. They'll only submit when it benefits them. If they say, I want a new blank, I will submit to him to get that new blank. You get what I'm saying? Like they'll only submit when it's beneficial to them. But women who understand, like who are of God and understand their actual role, they will be 100% submissive because they know that the man has authority at the end of the day. I mean, Christianity is based on patriarchy.
Hey, Julius, they want equal rights. They can get the equal lefts too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, to put it mildly, I guess, or bluntly, I should say. So here's this video here, and I mind you, I put what's funny is that although it didn't get much traction, I saw that Anomaly liked it, and I was like, that's interesting.
Oh wow!
So, because I was basically talking about, okay, so there's a post here. I'm going to bring up both of these. Let me bring up, do it like this. I'm going to bring up both of these tweets. So this was a tweet here that was posted by Women Being Awful. And it's crazy because this person has 83,000 followers. And I comment something on this page because there's this chick that was singing a song, and this person right here said, "What would you name this band?" I said feminism, and they followed me after that. Although that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So she posted this post right here where it says, "Let me make sure I can enlarge this real quick. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, yeah. So it says, Kris Jenner, I never paid a bill while married to Robert Kardashian. And then at the bottom, you see somebody said, and she still cheated. What did we learn? And so I posted and said, without God, secular marriages are doomed. And so I end up watching a YouTube clip of Israel Padilla, and I wanted to pull this up here.
Married. Yes. How does it feel to be married at a young age?
So this is a chick who's like 22, I think she said, and she's married. But just listen to like everything like about her. It's not like her origin story, but kind of like her origin story in a way. So this is why
a married woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like just off rip, she's already at the beach, you know, and she's married around these dudes. But listen to what she says though. It just like, this is why I don't think secularists should get married, in my opinion. But here's that video here.
I'm married. Married? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22 and married?
Yes.
How does it feel to be married at a young age?
How does it feel to be married at a young age? It actually feels pretty good. I'm very successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
Everything you can think of.
Really?
OnlyFans?
Okay, everything but that.
A little bit of that and everything?
Yeah. I used to sell fake pics.
You do selfie pics?
I used to selfie pics. Hashtag thief under.
How much used to charge?
100.
How much? What was the most money you ever made? Like in 1 year with that?
I think it was like 13,000.
In a year?
Yes.
Is that how you found your husband? Your Thief Finder?
No, I found him on South Padre like 3 years ago.
And ever since?
Ever since, it's been good.
Did y'all fuck on the first hangout?
Huh?
Did y'all hook up on the first hangout?
Actually, no, we hooked up on the third hangout.
You don't see any. Do you see hot guys out here?
I do not.
See hot girls?
Fuck yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Can you blame your boyfriend if he looks at them?
Fuck no. Because I look at them.
Would he ever bring in a girl?
Would I ever bring in another girl? I'm bisexual, so probably not. I'm taken. But back then, yes.
Okay.
It's crazy, bro.
Lesbian.
Lesbian. But the point I was making with that was, this is a woman who's married, and yet she claims to be bisexual. She used to sell feet pics. She's at the beach where lots of men will. She's like, "Oh, I don't see any hot guys." That's cap, because all hot guys are trying to talk to her. Yeah, she's around hot dudes. So
but her husband ain't around. Her husband ain't around, and it looks like it's spring break type environment. That's not just some beach. That's like a young people party beach.
Some dude's gonna try to pick her up and have sex with her.
Dude, she's gonna fuck. At minimum, she's gonna fuck some girls while she's there. Sounds like she's open to doing. But yeah. A dude could definitely seduce her in. Where's her husband?
This is what I'm talking about. This goes to your point. Men should really watch out for who they're dating and who you're talking to. This is why I think I saw one guy say he doesn't think that vetting is important. I think it is. Whoa. I think you should vet because listen, you don't want to do it, it's fine, that's what it is. But I'm in my worldview, I think you should vet because even if these women who are saying that they're Christian conservative, no offense to Megan, but just look at how much we're finding out about her worldview, right? Just her worldview. She might be a decent person, but her worldview is that of a feminist. And so when you look at that and realize, holy crap, these chicks would choose a bear over a man because you think that men are scary, but then you go around talking about, I am independent, I'm strong, I can do this, I can work, I can do all these things just like men, but you don't want a man to protect you in the woods. You want a bear because you think if I just fight the bear, that bear will take you down in a heartbeat.
Dude, I would pay to watch that bear maul Megan after this.
Matter of fact,
Watch that.
just one scratch to the stomach and you're bleeding out.
Dude, that bear would eat you like in stride, just easily, happily walking, no problems. But anybody who doesn't vet, frankly, is asking for trouble. Then I can't feel bad for them. Oh, you don't vet in the modern warfare? Then you might as well walk through a minefield without any metal detector.
Yeah, and I can understand the you don't have to vet, just kind of date them and you'll find out kind of thing. But I would argue that. Yeah, but I would argue even if you're not vetting, you're still vetting, because even if you're with the woman and you know nothing about her, you're still vetting because you're sleeping with her and you start to find out things about her. So you're vetting even if you're not vetting. It's still
you're still doing it's just a matter of how open do you allow yourself to get with this woman? How connected do you allow yourself to be before you've properly vetted? Because you're right, Julius. You are vetting the whole time. It's just a matter of how much you've allowed yourself to commit to this woman or not, hastily, before figuring out if she's worth it, or if she's going to burn you.
Yeah, and mind
you're
you,
going to find out the hard way.
I'm not saying that there's no hope for men. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if we're going to lead, we have to start leading these women back to the light, because these simps are keeping women in the dark. They really are. And it's not just the men, it's also the women who are making these choices to keep themselves in the dark. All these sex workers and, OF girls and porn stars, all these chicks who are making these decisions. There's a chick that Israel was talking to in the video prior to that chick, and she had fake boobs, and he's basically asking her, are you wife material? And she's like, no, because she does OnlyFans, right? And she said, after I get done with all that, then I'll decide to settle down.
I'll become a wife. Yeah, too late.
Yeah, and that's what women are doing. And so then to take it back to another video, this guy said, should a man should he ask a woman what her past was like, essentially? And she said no, that men shouldn't ask what a woman's past is. Well, I think they should, because if she's doing OnlyFans and then waiting to get her money so she can come to God all of a sudden, and a man's supposed to accept that, to me, I think that's deceptive, in my opinion, because you did all of that to make your little millions when you could have just did away with that and went to God, or whatever the case may be. You could have did all that, and instead, it's all about greed. It's about me. It's a me attitude. You want, and then when it's all said and done, when you're older, no longer have the looks, now you want to find a guy who's going to accept you.
What it really is when nobody will buy your naked body anymore.
Yep.
That's when they find God.
Yeah. And honestly, now I see what Pearl's talking about. Now I see what she's talking about, because you got these women who make bad choices, and then all of a sudden they find God, and then, but what's funny, even when they find God, they still won't submit.
They still want to wear the pants half the time when it benefits them. Yeah. Good riddance, ladies.
Yeah, this is the reason why it's important when you have daughters as men, to whether you're mom and dad or you're single dad, it's important to raise your daughters through the lens of Christianity so that she understands her role in life. If you let her become a feminist and she thinks she's supposed to be this boss babe, reality is going to hit her. And there may be some, I could be, this is probably, off, but there could be some resentment, because now she's learning the hard way. If you don't explain to her what's going to happen. I always tell my daughter all the time, I'm like, listen, you want to take this route, you're going to end up with cats. I tell that point blank, and so I always say there's nothing wrong with a single woman getting a job. I don't have a problem with that. If you're like 18, 19, whatever the case maybe, I don't have a problem with you working. But if a man comes along and he likes you, like genuinely likes you, and wants to get to know you without trying to sleep with you, and you guys connect, and then he wants to marry you, he says, hey, you don't have to work, I'll take care of you. I just don't get how women don't see that as freedom. You realize how free you are? Real quick, before we go, I gotta show you this also too. Just what I'm saying right now. I know I'm kind of ranting, but this stuff's important to me. Sorry, I have a me attitude. But just something that I posted before, because there's this chick named Lauren Southern, and I guess she like went through this whole divorce, blah blah blah, and she's like telling her story now. But the woman who wrote her story, I think she's in like the UK. Check this out here. I found it to be very interesting because I think most women think like this. So this is coming from Unheard. I think it's a news outlet, and this right here alone was interesting. Does promoting marriage and motherhood inevitably make women easy targets for subordinate status, increase vulnerability, and a return to second class status?
There it is.
I said, no wonder women are feminist.
There it is, man. That question right there, I bet Megan would really resonate with her. That sums up the modern woman in a nutshell, asking that question right there. That's what's been put into their heads, their soft little stupid heads, and now they're not appreciative of the world that men have made for them. They're actually resentful of us and think that we're dangerous. So we really got to reevaluate where we're at on the board, or else we're to blame, boys.
Because if you think about it, women are told that they're getting a bad deal with marriage because they might be slaves. Men are getting a bad deal through marriage because of how much a woman can take from him. So both sides are being told that the opposite sex can take from you. The difference is that men who provide are not going to take from you. You actually have a lot more freedom because
they're giving to you. You have only to gain. They have nothing to gain from you. You have no money.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We need to start showing them what a slave really looks like. They want to talk these dramatic ways.
Yeah. It's bizarre, man. That tonight just blew my mind. Tonight just like, wow. As dumb as that conversation was, I found that very interesting. So on that note, we're gonna wrap this show up. Nick, any final words?
Yeah, man. That was a very, very dumb conversation, and it's kind of ironic and amazing that such a dumb conversation can be so enlightening.
Telling you, man, you learn something new every day.
Only on the Age of Men, folks.
Only on the Age of Men do you learn something new every day.
Only on the Age of Men, folks, when you see a conversation that stupid that can tell you a lot.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I'm curious when we choke Megan out.
Yeah, I'm not going that route.
Julius is going to be the referee. I'm going to do it. He's just going to count to 10.
like Mario in boxing.
One, two, she's out.
TKO. Thank Bud said this episode was lit. We appreciate that, man. Really do appreciate that. Hey, we appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button and make sure you guys comment below what you guys think. Also, too, go check out our videos. I think we have 2, 3 so far, maybe. Let me see. We probably have 2, but
on Instagram.
Actually, I think we have 3 now. I think we have to have 3. I think. No, we got 2. Yeah, we got 2 videos. We're gonna be dropping a lot more clips for sure. But go check out the videos that we do have and comment below what you guys think, because we love to hear you guys' thoughts on these conversations. So,
well, guys,
appreciate. Oh, go ahead.
Give us feedback. Give us advice on what you would want us to clip, because we want to give you more clips for content. We just have sometimes, we don't necessarily have a way to go with it. We just watch them and pick our own. But we'll happily, anything you guys suggest, hey, that was a great segment, or better yet, timestamp it for us in the comments below here. Mm-hmm. When you say that you want to bring Megan's neck in the comments, all that, just we'll see it and we'll accommodate.
Yeah, definitely timestamp us where you guys want us to clip it. So if you guys like the conversation, do let us know. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are following us on all other social media platforms. If you guys want to support the channel, the links are down below. Any questions you guys have, you have any guests want to be on the show, if you guys want to be on the show yourself, have any topics you want to talk about, email us or DM us on Instagram.com/ageofmenpodcast. We really do appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.